prepare to play. Alright, hello Nancy Drew fans, welcome back to another playthrough video. This is for Nancy Drew Sea of Darkness. This is game number 32 of the Nancy Drew Mystery Adventure series and was released in 2015. Finally a game that was less than a decade ago. And this to me is sort of the end of an era, the end of the classic Nancy Drew games. I think a lot of people feel this way as well, because between this release and Midnight in Salem there's quite a gap. And the game's really changed with Midnight in Salem. So for me, this is in many ways like a farewell game. It's also the last game in which Lonnie does the voice of Nancy Drew. So we really feel that. And then the storyline we have as well sort of feels like sort of a sad story of goodbyes and change. So yeah, that's sort of how I feel about this game. This is also a game I haven't played very often. I did recently play it twice. I'd actually started to record the last playthrough of this and got horribly stuck and confused, and I have learned that I really do need to read all of the material for this game because I don't know it very well, and I need to be a little bit more thorough with all the places I explore. So I'm going to be very careful and make sure I do that this time and not get too badly stuck. So this is, I think, the fourth, maybe the fifth time I've ever played this game, but the third time in about a month. So let's jump on in. Let's see if we can play this game without too many hurdles. So we have a little introduction there. That's not just jumping into our story or jumping in as Nancy immediately. We see this ship crashing into basically a dock, and we hear someone calling out Magnus. So let's see what we've got on our desk here. So we have a letter. There was a boarding pass, which I couldn't click on. The little postcard for Skiprot, Iceland. This festival ticket. But let's read our letter here. Nancy, I got your contact info through a friend of mine, Moira Chisholm. I think you did some good sleuthing work with her in Scotland not too long ago. Indeed, we did. First, some background on yours truly. You could officially call me a locator of fine goods, per se. Nice things get lost, nice things stay buried for a while. I find the nice things, I get a piece of the pie. In other words, I'm a treasure hunter. And I really like the idea that we've come back to treasure hunting in the games. For a while, I kind of got tired of it because this was a really repetitive theme. But to me, they're also very Nancy Drew. They're classic, so I like this idea of looking for something that's hidden. Currently, I'm in Iceland, in a small town called Skiprot. When I first arrived, the Hirlakaid was beached nearby, with a long-standing rumor about a treasure concealed somewhere within this old merchant ship. The ship is pretty important to the citizens of Skiprot, and they hold a festival every year to celebrate the year it crashed on their shores. Why celebrate a shipwreck? Don't ask me. To me, that's very reminiscent of the Captive Curse and celebrating the lack of a monster or lack of people disappearing. I helped to restore the ship along with my business partner, Magnus Kjelljansson. I might be mispronouncing that. Under two conditions. Number one, I would be entitled to a portion of any treasure found, and, number two, we couldn't begin a formal search until this year's festival was finished. We dolled the ship up all pretty, polished the hull, and Magnus planned to sail it in to commemorate the festival's start date. But when the ship arrived, empty. No Magnus. No sign of a struggle. Nothing. He's just gone. I think Magnus is up to something shady. I think he found the treasure, and now I want to find him. I've booked you on the next flight to Reykjavik. A car will take you to Skiprot. I'll meet you in town. Bon voyage, Dagny Silva. Alright, and now we start our adventure.
Phew, finally made it to town. Ooh, it's freezing out here.
And there's Dagny.
Hi there. Are you Miss Silva?
Finally, she arrives. I think I'm half made of ice at this point. So, you're Nancy, huh? I'm Dagny. I'm part of the ship restoration team, the one who called you in. You can call me Boss Lady if you want. Or my queen. Or Dagny, whatevs.
Let's go with Dagny for now and work our way up to the big stuff. Can I help?
Yes. Find my missing, skeeving, backstabbing business partner, Magnus.
I'm sensing you're a little stressed out about this.
Ugh. I'm so mad I've been an inch away from setting this town on fire.
On fire? Are you okay?
What?
Oh, just a fire comment. I thought...
Metaphors, Nancy. Keep up with me here. So listen. Right now I'm focused on this town, Skibrot. There's this ship in town that was being rebuilt. Real old, 18th century. I offered to sponsor the rebuilding project to get the ship floating again. Mostly because I'm super nice and cool like that. But also because there's a rumor about a treasure on board worth millions. Magnus, the man in charge of the project, and my business partner promised we'd find it and split the earnings.
But he's gone missing now?
Yep. And left me looking like a fool.
All right, so we get a little more information here. Unfortunately, that last recording sounded a little different from the rest. It doesn't flow very well. And there's so many good things, though, to talk about right now. First of all, I just really appreciate the animation. Like, this just looks like actually fluffy and sleek. Like, it seems so realistic without obviously looking like it's super, super real. I mean, you can tell this is animated. And I do want to take a moment to appreciate all this because this changes a lot in Midnight in Salem. And not in a good way, in my opinion. The second really super exciting thing is we have dialogue choices again. Finally! And this is one of the things I love about this game. Hello, thank you, Sea of Darkness, for bringing back our autonomy as a player, for being Nancy. We're not just someone who's sitting and clicking through dialogue that we have to pick, or through conversations we have to go through without any sort of choice in how we go about it. Here we do get to make choices. We have more than one possible answer in response to what Dagny just said, and I love it and I appreciate it so much. So let's see, what are my options here? I can either ask, when did he vanish, or was there any proof that he disappeared intentionally? Yeah, let's go with number 2.
Was there any proof that he disappeared intentionally?
He disappeared sometime before our ship crashed into the harbor. They say he must have fallen in the water, but the guy sails for a living. You know what sailors don't do? Drown.
Well, actually, it does happen. There's always a risk. So again, more choices. Oh, I just love it. It's so good.
That doesn't prove he disappeared on his own.
After enough time in the biz, a girl knows when she's being backstabbed. If he did find the treasure, I need you to track down Magnus and make him play fair.
And if I find the treasure, I'll find Magnus.
Yes. The key to finding the treasure is learning about that ship.
So everything's interconnected. Sounds like I've got my work cut out for me. Can I take a look at the ship?
Technically, yes.
Awesome. How do I get on board?
By not being me, apparently. Elizabeth controls the ship, and she hates my guts. She removed the gangway to my ship that I paid for.
Did she give you a reason?
Oh, something about her family line and ancient blood feuds and murders and, normal boring stuff. Talk to Soren, the festival organizer. He'll make sure she lets you on.
I also really love her eye rolls. I think it's so fitting for her character. I just love that her interactive took the time to incorporate that. Like, it just makes her seem more authentic. It's great.
What do people in town think about Magnus's disappearance?
They're all like, ooh, the ocean is super dangerous in the winter. And ooh, hypothermia and blah, blah, blah. You know, Icelander stuff.
But without a body, you're still convinced he faked his death.
Yep. Which apparently doesn't take a lot of work in Iceland.
How'd you meet Magnus?
I heard about the rumor of the treasure through my connections. Then I approached him. He's a hard guy to pin down, that Magnus. Turns out he's been looking for the treasure for years. I just happened to come in at an opportune moment.
What would Magnus do with the treasure?
Desperately wants to buy his own ship. He's a ship guy. Ship guys are like that.
So the ship he helped rebuild isn't his?
We funded it, but it's town property.
I'll let you go.
See ya, Drew.
I also really like that once you're out of dialogue options, you don't have to just click, talk to you later or whatever. but the dialogue just automatically goes to that. So that's great. Saves us a step. So before talking to Soren, let's just have proof that we can't get on the ship.
The gangway's missing. There's no way on board.
That's right. And while we're here, let's go
Looks
look
like
at
this dinghy's in good shape. I wonder who owns it.
and let's press our meow. Weird little horn. Okay. So now let's go over here. Oh, I missed a poster. Let's try that again. Experience the magic of Skiprot's ice caves, completely unsupervised at breakneck speeds. Rent a snowmobile from Snowmo Core today. For further information, please contact our local representative, Elizabeth Grimmersdottir at the Misty Skip, and all that stuff. Anyways, so we can rent a snowmobile, which is super important.
If this section of the original ship was removed, then maybe others were too.
Okay, so I've pointed this out, I think in the last game, maybe in the last few, but it does kind of bother me when Nancy gives that little dialogue before we've had a chance to read this. To me, it's sort of a spoiler. So let me read the thing first, and then as we're going through, or maybe as we step back for the first time, then have her make that comment. So, Old Stulka. This original crow's nest was removed from the Heerlijkheid prior to the start of her restoration 2 years ago. Styled in the fashion of typical Dutch East Indiaman ships from the period, the name Heerlijkheid means glory in Dutch, reminiscent of the Haunted Carousel. It has been preserved for future generations to admire and enjoy. This game also has a lot of callbacks to other games. So we can kind of look out, and that's it at the moment. So, Skiprot Culture Center. Velkommen, so welcome.
Hi there. I'm looking for Soren.
You must be Nancy. I'm Soren, the organizer of the Ancestors Festival. I run the Culture Center here in Skiprot.
Nice to meet you. Can you help me get onto the ship?
Ah, the Heerlijkheid. Is Elizabeth not manning the gangway?
The gangway's missing, unfortunately.
Oh, dear. Well, that's highly unusual. I'll take care of it straight away for you. Elizabeth is a rose, truly. But she does have thorns.
What do you think happened to Magnus?
I admit I haven't the faintest idea. That man's mind is a hive of mysteries, an enigma, an impenetrable den.
So you two never really talked?
An understatement. Why, the man hardly spoke 10 words to me the entire time I knew him. I do hope he's all right, though. If he were to turn up, say, less than alive, it would spell bad news for me. I'm already disliked, and it would only show the others how easy it is to make someone disappear.
I like his sweater, by the way.
What is this place?
This is my battle station. The place where I endeavor to fight my way through the thickest mysteries of Icelandic history. Here, confusing ancient shipwrecks and obscure writings from millennia past are converted into knowledge and truth. Also, I have swords.
These, I mean, they kind of are a response to what he's just said. They're not quite dialogue options, but they are, but I think we might be able to go through both. I'm not sure.
So, you're a historian, archaeologist?
A bit of both. I dabble. I spent some years at Harvard pursuing my doctorate in Viking history before returning to Skiprot for research. I'm one of the only few to ever travel in this town. Everyone here should try it sometime. Really shakes up the old bag of prejudices.
I guess that explains why you don't have much of an
No,
accent.
it doesn't.
Oh, quite.
I mean, I think they threw that in for those of us who would critique that, but I mean, it still doesn't. If he was only gone for a few years and he left, in young adulthood or late teens, his accent wouldn't sound the way it does, or lack of an Icelandic accent. Like it just doesn't work. It's not realistic. And I wish they had either made him just as a North American character or had someone, possibly Icelandic, or someone who could emulate that accent, do this role, voice this role, I should say. Okay, we do get to ask about this.
Do you have anything which might help with my investigation?
If I'm not in town, I'm always locked up in here. I do have some very nice pamphlets, though. The Pamphlet Lover's Journal rated them a 9-star out of 10. I put them together myself. Here's one for your troubles.
Well, it's hard to turn down an award-winning pamphlet. I'll see if I can make use of this.
This makes me think of the captive curse and Jordan and all of her pamphlets and guides for businesses.
Thanks, Soren. Tell me about your research.
Sharp things. Ceremonial sharp things. Wedding spears, funeral spears, new baby celebration daggers, birthday axes, congrats bows. Turns out Vikings have a lot of weapons for every occasion. Nothing says I love you like a new murder tool. Most of these can be found on shipwrecks or near burial sites. Luckily, there are no lack of those in these parts, so I've got plenty of work to do. Old Gudrun over there is my favorite of all. She's a replica, not an original. I use her to knock icicles off the roof.
You didn't pronounce
Later.
that correctly.
Bye now.
I'll talk about that, the pronunciation of these Icelandic words in a little bit. But okay, so we've met Dagny, now we've met Soren, and now let's take a look around the center here.
Could you finish setting up the knots display? You just need to match the images to the knot they create. I do it myself, but I don't have the time.
Sure, leave it to me.
Okay, so this is actually a pretty simple task. I don't mind this one. So this, I think, might go here. I mean, it's part of this one. You can kind of move things around afterward. This, let me see. Is it this one? Yeah, it goes somewhere around here. Same with this, somewhere after that. This is going to be one of these. Okay, that's going to be the ending for this one. So going to be our first step for here. This is probably going to be our second step for here. And then just comparing it with this. Go behind. Yeah, I think that's going to go there. And then this will go here. And then that will end it. Okay, this goes before that. This probably goes right before those. That looks like a completed one of this. This is going to be our first step here. First step here, and that's going to go there.
Perfect. Soren should be happy about this.
Yeah, it's pretty straightforward.
Gunpowder. Looks like someone wrote a note for themselves.
Yeah, okay. Gunpowder. It's sort of a weird note, and I think I understand what it's meant to reference. Yeah. And then we can look at some old artifacts. This is kind of neat. So we get a little bit of a lesson here, educational bit of information. This is great. So we can kind of look at all the different pieces. I always like it when this stuff is incorporated into the games. I've said it before, I'll say it again, these games are a great educational resource. So it's fantastic when extra stuff like this is put in. It doesn't necessarily help us solve a puzzle, but we get to learn and it relates to what our game is or where it takes place. Also, just really like this display here. This looks really good. Right, then we have our here look hide. Turn on some lights. That's some cannons going off. And going through some waves. Yeah, just something small and interactive, which is kind of neat. Just adds a nice little extra touch, really. Learn to speak like a sailor aboard a tall ship. Touch to begin.
I need to match each sail to its name.
So we can't do this yet. Not until we board the ship and learn about these. So we'll come back to this. We've got our gift shop.
Everything in the gift shop is available for purchase.
But it won't let me click on that sweater that I want. Look at Soren's. All these things here.
It might be a little cramped in there with both of us.
Just doing that because I think I might have to do that at some point. Just click on that door. I will need this book eventually, but I currently have no money. Somehow. Cocoa choo-choos. Chewy caramel. Ooh. Nice. Yeah. And other stuff here that we'll need at some point. We'll need the batteries later. It's just good to know it's here. And then I want to look. Okay. There we go. Over here. So. Oh, do I even want to try and pronounce this? Forfethra. No, I'm not even going to do any more than that. It's a tricky language, Icelandic. So our same little poster there. Skip brought sing off. Delay due to circumstances surrounding the Hirlakide's crash during opening ceremonies. All remaining activities have been postponed. Please respect the committee's request to stay at home and out of the port area until further notice. Right.
Only one signature? Ouch. Well, maybe I should sign.
So for Gunner, we could sign. I won't though. That's a petition to stop the desecration of our history. All right. So then we get a little bit more history here. I think this is really nicely displayed. So Skipbrought in 1904. The ice caves, the Rikur Caverns in 79. Laki Eruption. And then portraits of Alda and Lawrence. The Jonsdottir. Yeah. Okay, then I need to comment on this.
Wow. I'd hate to be on the chopping end of one of those blades.
Okay, so Soren pronounced this as Gudrun, which is not how you'd pronounce this. Though this looks like sort of a fancy D, you don't pronounce it like a D in Icelandic. So I read an Icelandic series, and it's translated into English, so I don't read it in the original language. But the really, really smart thing that they do, and I appreciate this, is at the beginning of the book, they give you some of the common words that are going to come up in the story that are Icelandic, and they give you the pronunciation. So you kind of learn how you would pronounce certain words and certain letters in certain combinations, which is really neat. So they do have those sort of speckled throughout the book, and so you do get to sort of apply some of the Icelandic language rather than it being a full-on translation to English. So this fancy swirly D is pronounced more like a TH. So it'd be more like Guthrun. So that bugs me, and her interactive should have figured that out. That you wouldn't pronounce that like a D. So, little complaint there. But anyhow, so that's the culture center. And before we go to the boat, to our ship, let's look at stuff here. I can take this because I looked at this. Interesting options for our hook for scraping barnacles, flipping pancakes, and threatening political dissenters. Okay. And chaos at Skipbrought Commerce Meeting. So I'm not going to read this whole thing. But I talked about, chaos as disruption at a meeting with Gunnar and Soren. Yeah. And the Misty Skip. So customize your gear. So we're going to need to know this for music boxes. Take that now. Lodging upstairs. This is kind of neat. Sleipnir. So for sleep room. No, it's not what room is. But hotel. No, it's not hotel either. We'll learn a little bit about language. A little bit. It's too bad we don't get to look at the menu. I wish we could. That would be neat.
Good day.
And Gunnar.
Hi there. I'm investigating a recent disappearance. My name's Nancy Drew.
Speak up, girl.
My name's Nancy Drew.
Louder!
I said my name's Nancy Drew.
Mind your ship, flag, and temper. Looks like we got a real angry one here. Name's Gunnar, but you can call me Gunnar. The skip is my home.
Oh.
Well, that's one way to introduce a character. Kind of get to know what he's like.
Did you know Magnus?
Sure did. Never liked him.
And here we go, our dialogue choices.
Any reason you didn't like him?
He was too tall, too poetic, to cry into your guitar and mourn for the sea. Always quiet, always thinking, too soft, beard too short, coat too long, eyelashes too full.
So I take it you weren't friends.
Gunnar doesn't need friends. Already have two, mug and chair.
Did Magnus ever say anything about the treasure?
I might have.
Again, choices. I love it.
Don't remember?
No, I have a very good memory. Go away.
I'm sorry, but he could be in danger. I need your help.
Don't care. Don't want trouble.
I heard you've had problems with the festival the last couple of years. Care to talk about that?
The festival is not what it once was. I'll return things to the old ways no matter how many buckets of hot tar I have to dump.
Ooh.
Some of the harbor boats still have holes in their bottoms.
I see. Did you have a plan like that for this year, too?
Elizabeth said no more trouble or she kicks me out of the skip. I only pay with an angry sheep.
What does that mean?
Means I do it, but I don't like it.
Are you a sailor?
Was long ago. I gave up the sea for good, and I'll never sail again.
You still look like a sailor to me.
What does a sailor look like?
Good
It's
question.
a certain quality. I can't quite place it.
Worn? Broken? Bitter? The sea chewed me up and spat me back out, and I lost everything in her waves. You're too delicate. I bet you'd not last 1 minute against some of the gales I've sailed.
I'm finding that these days I'm surprisingly hard to kill.
Seems like such a weird
we'll
comment.
see about that, detective, won't we? I hate the water. Hate the smell of it, the sound of it, won't ever return.
So we've got a pretty strong stance on him on hating the ocean water.
So, about your fingers.
My lucky tree?
Is that what you call them?
Sure is. It's a long story.
It's
No,
a crazy story.
there I was, out in the pitch black of night,
With pictures.
with no sign of shore and only my fishing spear. Then suddenly, I saw a shadow. It was a mighty squid, the greatest hunter of them all. Few men have lived to see it and tell the tale. So I pulled out my spear, just a little too fast, mind you.
And that's how you lost your fingers?
Of course not! I threw the spear right overboard and I hauled that fellow into my net. Took all my weight just to keep him from wriggling free, but his strength proved too much for me. He gnashed his giant beak and, well, I was done for.
So the squid took your fingers.
No! Right as I thought I was dead, a massive shark leapt out of the waves and ate the squid. It was the sleeper shark, a solid 6 meters long with 4 rows of teeth. He bit my arm and pulled me under as I gasped for my last breath.
So it was a shark then?
No! I managed to punch him in the nose. You ever fight a shark? You know how to punch him in the nose? He let me go. I swam like a merman and made it back to shore. 3 months later, I was in a wood shop accident. Lopped my fingers clean off.
Aha. At least it makes for a great story.
Sure does.
Have you met Dagny?
Who?
She's the woman involved with the Hirlik High's restoration. Brown hair, about yay high.
Ah, a tough little mink of a woman. Not bad in my book.
Did you see her the day of the ship crash?
Yeah, she was there, but I paid no attention to the mink.
Bye-bye.
All right, bye to you too. It's weird. Mink, I've heard it both pronounced mink and minky, and I don't know which is correct. Okay, so let's learn Icelandic and earn kroner. Yes, all right. So our vocabulary list has to do with geography. Okay, I don't know this one as well. So beach is like a strand. Oh, I don't know if you pronounce it. Or strund. Beach, strund is sort of like sand. Okay, earthquake. Jarðskjálfti. Oh, goodness. So lots of letters is an earthquake. Everything's jumbled. Okay. Farm, bear. How can I think of that as a farm? I don't know. Field is an akur. Okay. Fjord. Fjordur. Flower is a blom, like bloom. Forest. Skogur. I don't. Oh man, these are gonna be tough to remember. Geyser. Goshver, like gushing water. Glacier is a jökull. Jökull, actually. I think that's how you pronounce it. Jökull. Grass is like grass. Hill. Heath. Ice. Is. Island. Eya. Lake. Struthurvatn. That's a long word for a lake. Okay. Land is land. Lightning is eldin. So sounds very similar. Mountain is fjall. Northern lights. Norðurljós. Okay, north, like northern lights. Okay. Ocean, Haf. Ugh. I don't know that I'm going to remember that one either. Pasture, Hagi, like haggis, which is made from animals that are normally on a mountain, not in pasture. Whatever. Plant is planta. River, Flyot. Like you float down a river. Road is a vigur. Sand, sandur. Sea is sjor. Sky, himin. Snow, snjor. Sun, sol. Okay. Tree, tre, volcano. Eldfjall. Eldfjall. Oh. That's gonna make me think of a field. Alright, let's see if we can do this. Jumbled letters is an earthquake. Okay, perfect. Fjordur is the fjord. Haf. I think I said that one was the ocean. Fjord is sea. Yes, I'm pretty sure that's right. Okay, good, good. Vigur. Oh, shoot. I think that was road. Sandur was sand, yes. Because grass is like grass. North. Yeah, it's north. Yeah, grass. Good, good, good. Snjor is snow. There it is. Frey is tree. Blom, blooming flower. And sol for sun. And final round. Skjogur. It's not pasture. I think that one's forest. Hagi. Yep, that's pasture. Himin, that's sky. Remember that. It's like an island. Okay. Excellent. I earned some kroner. I'm going to do it one more time because I need more kroner. And I hate the other way to get kroner. It's just awful. Okay, people. I don't know these ones very well either. Ad is Freinka. Freinka. Okay. Boy. Drengur. Drengur. Brother. Brothur. That makes sense. Child is like a barn. Okay. Children like barns. Sure. Daughter is daughter. Doctor. Leiknir. How am I going to remember that? Leiknir. Okay. Father. Fathir. Friend. Vinur. Girl. Stulka. Like old Stulka. That means a girl. Old girl. Okay. Grandfather is an Afi. Grandmother is an Ama. Like mama, but move the letters around. Husband. Egin Mathur. Egin Mathur. Okay. Judge is Domari. To marry you in front of a judge. Okay. Magician. Galdra Mathur. Like drama. Magician. Okay. Mother. Mothir. Musician is a whole lot of words, but so is the next one. A whole lot of letters. Tonlistar Mathur. Tone, like it's tone, sound. Okay. Nurse. Many, many letters. Yeah. No, I'm not even going to try pronouncing that. Parents, Foreldrar, photographer, Los Mindari. Mindari, something like that has to do with a camera. Policeman, Logra, like law. Sailor, Sailor Mathur. Sister, Sistir. Soldier is a Hermathur. Herma. Son, Sonur. Teacher, Kanari. Like a bird? I don't know. Uncle, Frendi. Aunt is Franka. Veterinarian. Deer like a deer. Okay. Wife, Egin Kona. Woman is a Kona. Writer. Rithofundur. Oh dear. This could be difficult. Grandmother, you mix the letters around. Rithofundur. Like writing, I think. Writer. Frendi. That's the uncle. Tonelista. So tone, like sound, music. Okay. I think those are right. Foreldrar. Oh, shoot. I don't know. It's either soldier or parents. Let's put in parents. Dotir is daughter. Hermathur. That's soldier. Barn for child, right? Yes. Good. Deer. So veterinarian. Vinur was friend. Kona for woman. Galdra. Drama. Magician. Right. There we go. Lake near. Oh. Which one was I not sure that I remember this for? Is it doctor? Franca is aunt. Dolmari, to marry like a judge. Logra, like law, policeman, or is that for judge? Oh, shoot. I will try this. Oh, good, it was right. I'm not going to play again. Alright. So I'm not going to snoop over there. Employees only. Taka. That means thanks. I'm going to just take this, even though I don't need it at the moment.
Gunnar, I need your help in the pub while I watch the ship. Can you serve customers tonight?
Wouldn't need the help if you'd leave the blasted ship alone for a night.
I need to stay on board. That means you need to pull your weight for once.
I won't leave my chair for no tourist. If they want a drink, they can use the tap themselves. Their hands are broken. Can't you leave well enough alone and come back to the skip, girl? The ship isn't going anywhere. It's crashed.
I have something I still need to do. Of course you'd be selfish about helping me. Just like always.
Are you hiding something now, girl? Something you're keeping from old Gunnar?
Ugh! Fine! Sit there in that stupid chair for all I care. There'll be no service at the Misty Skip tonight. Happy now?
It is strange that they have that conversation in English when they're both Icelandic. I get it, like it's done for us as a player, but it always stands out to me. Alright, and then we've got stuff over here. So we could do this. I haven't been bothering to, but it gives us sort of a history. Skipperot, and I just don't want to.
This is so neat. I wish I could play these.
So here we've got some instruments. Sort of lets us know what the different instruments are called. We've got festival lineup. Alright, so now we should actually go look at our ship. You know, the whole reason we're here is to do the ship and Magnus. And there we've got our gangway.
Hey! Who let you on board? If you're here for the festival, it's cancelled.
I didn't mean to intrude. I'd just like to have a look around, if that's okay. My name's Nancy Drew. I'm a visitor.
I know you're a tourist. We're a town of 300.
I'm not a tourist. I'm here to investigate. Thanks for setting up that gangway for me, by the way.
The gangway was meant for Soren. I didn't know he planned to let strangers on board. Are you with that snake of a woman?
Ooh. Get an idea of what she thinks of Dagny.
Dagny? Yes, I'm working with her.
If you're after just the gold, I want nothing to do with you. Leave.
Wait, I'm not after any treasure. I just want to help find Magnus.
Magnus?
Look, I think we might have gotten off on the wrong foot. Maybe I should start over. My name's Nancy. It's really nice to meet you.
I'm Elizabeth. I run a Misty Skip pub in town. What do you want with Magnus?
Oh, good. So you know him?
That's a question, isn't it? I thought I knew him. Maybe I was wrong.
And we get some choices again. Woohoo.
Were you very close with him then?
No. No, we weren't close. And I want nothing to do with a man.
What do you think happened to Magnus? The current rumor is that he fell overboard.
Do I think he is drowned? Is that what you're asking?
More choices.
He might have.
I certainly hope so.
Yee.
Some people think he ran off with some old treasure. It may be a coincidence. It may not.
Dagny doesn't think it was a coincidence at all.
So, you've been talking to the others.
Just a bit here and there.
I only
Even if
just
the
arrived.
treasure were real, Magnus wouldn't be able to find it. He's completely oblivious. To the world. To everything. The man lives in a cabin in the mountains. Too lofty to concern himself with human affairs.
I get it. That's my dream. Oh.
Hey, Elizabeth, may I borrow a snowmobile key?
Depends. Are you going to steal it?
Not this time. I think I'd have trouble fitting it into my carry-on luggage.
Here's the key. We have tourists take them every year. I'm watching you.
Okay, that's not ominous at all.
Always use the provided seatbelt. Snow looks soft until you land head first.
Fair point.
Did Gunnar do anything unusual leading up to the festival?
Well, if you include the 2 festivals before this one, certainly. He ruined them single-handedly. Aside from that, only the usual threats. Gunnar swore he'd tie Magnus up and send him out to sea. Gunnar hates Magnus.
And I'm getting
Later.
that.
Bye now.
Alright, so now we'll snoop around, or try to.
Hey, what are you doing? Oh, hello.
So, what's behind the mystery door?
Just an old broom closet?
Can I see?
No.
Not even a hint?
Go away.
Fine. I will. But I'll be back. So we've got the crow's nest. Which, you know what, I'm not even going to go up there yet, because I will have to later. Now, let's explore this ship. So we had that note about gunpowder. So look
Looks
here.
like Dagny's been doing a little sleuthing of her own. Is that a password?
Well, the festival went downright horribly. I'm still scrambling to pick up the pieces. In light of recent events, the town's like a pressure cooker. Even Soren's starting to act weird. I'm keeping my luggage in his office for now, but that might have to change. I've changed my phone password to Scuttlebutt to throw him off in case he gets a little nosy. Well, we need to know that. That also reminds me of Legend of the Crystal Skull. Saw Gunnar with this old thing. Won't let me get a look. Appears to be using it as a tea coaster. Typical Gunnar. Maybe it's part of something else? Update. Gunnar has taken to calling me Mink. Looked it up. It's a type of whale. Cannot wait to get out of this town. Like, you get her attitude even in what's written. I think this, again, is done really well. Really continues the continuity of her character. Right. And then we'll look down here.
Duct tape? Rope? Oh, these aren't just supplies. This is everything you'd need to kidnap a full-grown man.
Yep. So we don't get to look at it more than that, which I think is a bit too bad. This is what the bilge. Yeah. Just take a look. Go over here. Get
It
a
won't turn on.
flashlight.
Missing batteries, I think.
Yeah, so we've got batteries in a wee bit. Okay, so now let's go back up. Continue down into here. So, I have to step forward and then go back. So, look at our little bed here. Then we've got our little cupboard, some buttons, and some pins.
Wow,
And
an
a desk.
antique desk. And it's in pristine condition. Time to break it open.
Okay, so this
I need to
puzzle,
figure out the rules being used in each row here.
this continues to confuse me. I don't understand part of it. So I know all of these add up to 9, because we're looking at this in terms of rows and not columns. And the first time I played this, I got very confused. I was looking at columns and not rows, even though there are arrows right here. It happens. So it needs to add up to 9. So 1 and 2 is 3, plus 5 is 8, so I need a 1. However, I don't understand how to figure out the colors. I just totally don't. Unless they match a number already here. I don't know. Like, there's no pattern that I see as far as the colors here, so I don't know. I'll just put it as red. Okay, so then our next one. 1 and 2, 1 and 2. 3 and 3 is 6, so we need 2. The other 2s are yellow, so I'll go with that. There's also a bit of a color pattern if I do that. But yeah, here there isn't a color pattern. I don't get it. And then our last one, 6 and 2 is 8, so we need a 1. But there's no 1 in this row. But should it be a red? Because, like, we've got yellow, red, red, yellow, and red, red, yellow? I don't know. No, I don't know. Something's wrong. And I don't know which one it is. I'll try changing that to yellow. No, I'm going to keep that red. Change this one to yellow. Nope. Try changing that to yellow. So it has to do with my middle one at the very least. Unless I did math wrong. Hang on. 3, 3. Oh, this was supposed to be a 3. Not a 2. These still don't work, right? 1, 2. 1 and 2 is 3. 3 is 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, I did that. I did bad math there for a second. Yeah, that equals 9. That does equal 9. So yeah, I don't know what the colors are supposed to be. What if I try that as a red? No. Try this as a yellow? Okay, apparently that's yellow. I don't know why. I do not understand this puzzle as far as the colors go.
So, Dagny's trying to keep a low profile. I wonder if that's why she called me instead of going to the police about Magnus.
So, Iceland government reports big treasure to be found. National authorities have declared a renewed interest in a historical missing treasure case, according to the Reykjavik news report. The treasure is reportedly located somewhere near the small Icelandic town of Skibrot, situated along the southern coast. Established as a popular historic site after the Laki Fissure eruption in 1783, the site has served as a local tourist destination in recent years thanks to a nearby beached Dutch East Indiaman, which has sat untouched but visible for centuries. Information about the treasure's origin has not yet been released, and authorities could not be reached for comment. Then Dagny's note of, seriously? Who leaked this? Have you been running your mouth? I hope you realize it's going to take a lot of dough to make this disappear. So, yeah. International bear smuggling ring. All right. And a fan picture. So again, feeling a little bit more about Dagny's personality and her attitude. A key for something. Can't remember what for. It will tell me though. For the lighthouse. Okay. And this journal. Okay, today my head feels worse than ever. Have not slept in 3 days. Can't stop thinking about the ship. Toomey and I have moved on board into the captain's quarters. Elizabeth finds it strange, me living amongst the ruins of a dead crew. I can't blame her. Last night I saw a shadow moving on the ship's deck, just out of the light's reach. I've started keeping Toomey with me for safety. Midnight thought. What if the treasure isn't on board at all? What if it's somewhere else entirely? This winter is darker than ever. It feels like it may never end. With Lawrence, nothing is a coincidence. So Lawrence has to do with the history of this town and this boat. He meant for this treasure to be found. I'm getting closer, and the more I uncover it, the more scared I am to say anything. I sense that someone is following in my tracks, ever so slightly out of sight. The way this is written sounds a lot like Nico Jovic from The Deadly Device. I found my journal open on my desk this morning. I always lock it away. And last week I thought I heard someone outside my cabin out in the snow, but when I peeked out, no one was there. I'm not imagining this. It's real. I swear it is. There is no one I can trust, not even Dagny, not even Elizabeth. The town does their cute tourist story, but I alone know the truth. Searching for the pieces has been the thread connecting the seams of my life. I found the first when I was a boy, a small button, clearly old and carved with no sense of its belonging. I've never told Elizabeth about any of it. Every weekend, my private clients ask me to chart a new course for some new tourist destination. They always want to go to the same 4 dive spots, the same 6 beachside bars, the same 3 ports. While I sail, I think of the treasure, and I think of Elizabeth. I think of the life she deserves. I can't give her my life. Constantly being at sea, constantly on the clock. Something has to change. This treasure is the way out. Pabby's funeral was today. Afterwards, I went to the ship and worked. I know there's an answer buried in Lawrence's breadcrumbs. It's right in front of me. Elizabeth stayed beside me all day long into the evening. She didn't argue with me, just reached for my hand. As I'm reading this, I'm thinking back to The Secret of Shadow Ranch, and how when we were reading journals and letters, those were read to the player by the character who had written them. I kind of wish that had been the case here. Although, this again is an Icelandic person. Why are they writing things in English? We should have had a journal to translate things like in, say, The Phantom of Venice. I mean, this would have been a lot of work to put in that language, but I think it would have been well worth the effort. For us to see what it would have looked like would have been great. But anyways, I'll continue. I wish I could tell her about the footlocker and the items within it. I didn't know they were her family's when I found them, I suppose. But that's not an excuse for continuing to keep them, is it? Someday I'm going to make things right with her. I just hope that when that happens, she can forgive me. At the funeral, my uncle reminded me that my father used to call me Little Thrond, after the famous moody sailor from my childhood sagas. It is written that Thrond's heart was ever false. Perhaps I, too, am a liar at my core. I miss him so much.
Sounds like he's gone through some troubled times lately. Is this a code?
Okay, let me read this first, Nancy, and then make that comment. I'm close to figuring out the lock in my quarters. So, we've kind of seen it. The combination is tied back to tidal sounding depth charts. When the locator compass is placed correctly on the chart, 4 numbers will be visible in the locator's holes. These 4 numbers will open the lock when entered in increasing order. I have half the locator now. Tracing some faint markings at the top of the main mast reveal the total sum of all 4 numbers visible in the locator's holes. So I'll have to go with the crow's nest. That means I still need to find at least 2 numbers to be able to locate the correct place to put the locator. 1 number is hidden in Lawrence's antique map on the wall, so we'll see that in a little bit. I need only break this code to see which letters to pin. My search continues for a second number and the other half of the locator. Time is running out.
I bet Magnus was in the middle of solving this. Looks like one of these words is scrambled within each row and column.
Alright, I do like this puzzle. So, so there are going to be words here and roads this way. Did I say roads? I meant words. So, trying to find maybe some of the trickier ones, different letters. Jack, stay. This one stands out. And you can click these in any order. You don't have to click them in the order of the letters. They'll arrange themselves correctly, even if you put them in the wrong order. So I think that Jack stay is meant to be here. And this is an example where we have duplicate letters that we don't click all of them. Like we have 2 A's here, but they're both used in the word. Let's see, what else do we have? What's another one? Things with W's. So could bowsprit be here? Yes. So here we have two I's. So is it that one or is it that one? If this is the right place for this word. So I might have to move things around a little bit. What else do we have? How about transome? There's no N in this one. No N in that one. Might be here. Yeah. Okay. I think that's right. How about Hosser? No A. No H. No W. No H. No, so I think that one's going to be in a column instead. This one, I think. Okay. What about Oakham? I don't remember which one Oakham is. Keelhaul, actually. Keelhaul, I think, is in this one. This is where I might have to move letters around a little bit. So there are 3 L's. I'm going to use 2 of them. I'll just start with that one. There are a couple of A's. So I don't know which A was supposed to be left out. Same with the L. So I might have to change those around. There's Keelhaul. What might go here? It's just easier, I find, to go rows first. But also I want to look for these tougher words like purser. No, it doesn't work there. It won't work there. There's no R in this one. No, okay, so purser must be one of these columns. Where do I see P? This one. Okay. Oakham. A and an O together. The K, where? No, not here. No, there's no K. No. Okay, could be this one. Oops. Yeah, okay, that might work. We'll see. This could be helm. Yeah, give that a try. Helm? How about you? You Davitt? I think it is. I have quite a few A's to choose from. Start with that. What goes here? Not bosun. But I might look for that one. Oh, I think bosun's here. So I've got 2 different B's to pick from. I'm going to pick this one though. Oops. I keep clicking the wrong mouse button. Bosun. There we go. I think this one's supposed to be jib. But no, there's no J here. Yeah, so I'm gonna have to move some of these letters aren't right. Can't spell anything with what's left here. Okay, I'll get back to it. How about here? Could be luff, but I don't think it is. I think luff is here. Yeah. This one might be jib. I don't know. Oh, this one I think is y'all. I don't know which A. I'll just go with that one for now. How about a stern? This one. Darn, there we go. All right, kedge. Oh. Which one was kedge in? This one? This one. Which G? Do that one. Oh, clue, I would think. So I'm going to change this to that L. I don't know which E. I'm seeing jib here. I've got an extra A. I'm going to take that A out and take that one. Okay, what about... Oh, gib. G-Y-B-E. G-Y-B-E. Okay. Bilge. No. Rake. This could be rake. Oh, there's extra L. What about spar? Okay, this is definitely spar. Extra A here. Where is my bilge supposed to be? Oh, gaff. I've got a wrong A somewhere. Ooh, okay. I'm gonna swap this for this one. This for this one. This for this one. I forget why. Oh, for gaff, that's why. Okay, bilge. Well, we've got all the letters. They're just not here. So, I can't spell bilge here, though. So we need a different word here. So what can we spell here? Not bosun, not bowsprit, not clue, not David, not gaff, jib. I spelled jib here. Or gib, G-Y-B-E. So where's my other one here? I can spell bilge in here. Yeah, okay. So I want to clear those. So this word. Where's an E? So we're going to swap this E for that one. G-Y-B-E. Then bilge. So I'm going to swap an I. For that one. There we go. I thought they put these in the right order if you mess them up, but it's fine. Bilge. There we go.
Okay, looks complete. What can I use this for?
All right, so we need to make note of these letters, and they're going to be used on that map for placing our pins. So E, V, F, W, M. I still have these written down from when I played this not too long ago. Here, yeah, okay. So that's all we need in there. We're going to look at our desk here. Okay, this is important. We're going to need that in a while, not immediately. It's part of our locator thingy. And then hourglasses, reminiscent of Ransom of the Seven Ships. Spider plant, which we had to collect in Shattered Medallion. It also reminds me of Phantom of Venice.
I think I need to get all the wooden sections pressed down.
Pressed down. I always want to keep them up. And I don't have the answer to this. This is just trial and error. You want them all down. Oh, that was really quick. I'm never going to be able to repeat that. That was great. Okay. Dear Elizabeth, hi, miss you. Vethya, Magnus, the entire point of the exercise is to communicate. That means long letters. If I only get to see you once a week these days, we'd better make it count. Remember what we talked about? This is good for us. Okay, I'll start. This week I booked an audio rep for the Ancestors Festival this year. Soren is, as usual, making it difficult, double-checking every invoice and worth. He takes organization to smothering levels. I can tell he doesn't trust me at all anymore. That hurts, but at the same time, I can't help but wonder if there's more to it he isn't telling me. He seems protective to a fault. Again, I'm reminding myself of how I wish this was in Icelandic and that we had to translate it. My old roommate Asa wrote from Paris. She sends her love to you. She's still doing the backpacking thing. I admire how free she seems. I don't think she'll be home for the holidays this year. Hopefully you will be. I want to finally put up a tree this year. Can we do that? Can we get a tree and decorate? It'll be all ours, just you and me. Isn't that cute? Love, Seta. Elizabeth. Fine, we can get a tree. No to decorations, never decorations. The Limericks book is coming along well. I think I'm onto something niche, but I miss Skiprot. I miss the dog, and also you. When I return, I'd like to borrow the Langspiel from the Misty Skip. Vethia M. Magnus, where's your sense of holiday cheer? And fine, I'll limit myself to 2 strings of lights. You'll like it once it's all done, I promise. You always have. No, you can't take the Langspiel out of the pub, love. It's great-grandmother's and I don't want it broken. What do you want that old thing for anyways? It's just an antique. I doubt anyone's played the thing in years. Speaking of the dog, Toomey and I are on a classic war film marathon. I watched for the plot. He watches for the horses. He jumps up, barking, and presses his nose to the screen whenever they run past. He's a cute one. I'm glad you let me watch him this time. Lots of loving kisses, Elizabeth.
Magnus seems pretty insistent over this long spiel thing.
Again, let me read it first. Elizabeth, I need the Langspiel. Please, I promise to take good care of it. I'll wait until the festival's over to have a look. I'm being quite serious. I love you too. Stay warm. Vethia M. Alright, so...
Okay, time to place some pins.
Yes, we've got those pins here that we took from the cupboard, and then we have those letters from that little scramble we did. So we need an E. We need a V. Wherever it may be. F. W. And then an M. And then we need a J, which I always overlook. We need an L, to me it doesn't look like a J. We need a C, and then a U, and then doctors D, R, S.
This is one of the sounding numbers Magnus was looking for.
There we go, we've got 14. That's one of our 2 numbers we're going to need. And this little dog bed. I really like these pictures.
They look really happy.
Just a nice touch. Again, makes it more believable and authentic. Alright. So there's more to explore. So our wheelhouse. Let's turn a wheel and we're not going to go anywhere. Captain's log, this is
Only
important.
Dagny and Magnus have radio keys, apparently.
Noted here. So here it is one more time for you, Dagny. Mast from tallest to shortest. Main mast, foremast, mizzen mast, Jaeger mast. I don't know if it's Jaeger or Jigger. Bowsprit, spar extending from the bow, not a mast. The jib and spritsail are rigged to the top and bottom of the bowsprit. Again, not a mast. Mast sail sections from highest to lowest point. Royal, top gallant, top, mast. Staysails run between masts, but take the name of the mast they're rigged to. Stop calling the spales the canvas things. Or spills. Magnus. In case of emergency, contact harbor radio operator using wheelhouse turnkey. Turnkey ledger, so Magnus has one checked out and Dagny the other. Alright.
These must be the sounding charts from Magnus's notebook. I need to find those numbers and the locator compass he mentioned.
Yep, so we're working on that.
This
And then-
radio looks new, but the key's missing.
Yeah, so we'll come to that later. Yeah, just do a little turn about here.
There are still a few missing.
I have one that I found in that closet of the Misty Skip. And then I need to go... Oops. Oh yes, right here. I would not want to climb this. Like, I don't do heights, but also if you're not rigged to something, I'd just be so scared of falling.
Magnus's notebook mentioned this. The 4 chart numbers must add up to 86.
So, and 14 is one of the numbers that's in this total. Let's take some little drawings here. And get away from the high place. Please and thank you. Let's go over here. We look at this. Nancy doesn't comment. Yeah, let's see if Elizabeth has anything more to say.
Can I help?
Is there anything more you haven't told me about Magnus?
No. Guess you'll have to leave now.
Nice try. And good choices here.
Elizabeth, I'm trying my hardest to find Magnus, but I have to admit I can't do it without you.
And immediately we get to choose again how we're going to continue with this, which is great.
The sooner you cooperate, the sooner he gets found.
He is quiet, thoughtful, keenly obsessive. First over his dog, then over his writing, then over me, then over the ship.
Why would someone like him be hunting for gold in the first place?
He has certain intentions with the treasure.
Which were...
Buy a ship.
A boat of his own.
Mm-hmm.
He desperately wants to leave town. Leave Iceland.
I thought he was a captain already.
Oh, he is. But for wealthy people. Private clients. Never his own boat. Never his own destination. He dreams of living like the old captains. Sailing wherever the wind takes him.
I see. So the treasure would allow him to fulfill that dream.
Here, have this. Magnus left it at my place. After we broke up, he called me looking for it. But I hid it. It looks like it might be the key to open some kind of box. But I've never seen any box like that before. I don't know why I kept it for myself. Maybe I wanted to see whatever it was he saw in this hunk of driftwood.
So we're going to need all of these little notes for different parts
Thanks,
of the game.
Elizabeth. I'm going to get to the bottom of this mess. Goodbye.
Bye now.
Okay. So, what do I want to do? I'm going to need the snowmobile. I need flashlight batteries. I'm going to need more money. Let me go over. Oh, let me have a phone call.
Hello?
Hey, Nan. Are you still on your way?
Oh,
Hey,
no.
Ned. No, I'm already here.
Oh, good. How close are you?
Getting closer all the time. I feel like I'm definitely near to a breakthrough.
Oh, cool. I can't wait.
It's hard to get people to talk, though.
Get people to talk?
Yes, I've managed to narrow down that the treasure is related to the ship somehow, but beyond that, I haven't figured out the specifics.
Nancy, what are you talking about? Are you on a case right now?
Well, of course. I'm in Iceland.
Nancy, do you know what today is?
Sunday?
It's our anniversary today. We had reservations for dinner, remember? I called to see if you were on your way to the restaurant, but I guess not.
Oh,
Yeah.
no. Ned.
Yeah. This also reminds me of the captive curse and their phone call. We've got a few things that remind me of the captive curse.
Oh, Ned, I'm so sorry. I completely forgot.
Well, yeah, you being in Iceland and all, I figured. I guess I shouldn't be surprised. You tend to get a little focused on cases. But, wow, Iceland, of all places.
So I like that we get a couple different options here. It's not just two. And we saw this in really early games. Final scene, I remember getting 3 options and stay tuned for danger. So this is just so great. No.
I owe you a serious apology. I'm sorry.
It's all right, Nan. That's part of why we're celebrating this anniversary in the first place. You're passionate, and that's great, and part of why we're together. I've heard of getting stood up on an anniversary, but nothing quite like this. Just bring me an anniversary souvenir from your trip, okay?
Oh, you're the best, Ned. I'll make it up to you, I promise.
In the meantime, I'll just fill the hole in my heart with football and this pint of cookie Kringle ice cream.
There
There's
you
a game
go,
on
Ned.
tonight I really wanted to watch with Bert, so maybe it's cosmic fate. Anyways, if
Oh,
you're in
Bert.
Iceland, it must be a pretty interesting case.
It is. Lost treasure, a missing captain, and a town with a pile of secrets.
Sounds like the usual fare in Nancy world. Remember, you can give me a call anytime you want. Hint, hint, and wait for it. Stay cool.
Oh boy, that was just the worst.
Hey, you stood me up. Pretty sure I get a free pass on puns for eternity. Also, I've been at this restaurant for a while and the waiter's glaring at me. I think I should get out of here.
Bye, Ned. I'll give you a call soon.
Bye.
Poor Ned. Actually talking with Dagny here.
I didn't think it was possible to be this cold.
Can't you go inside?
I keep asking people to fix this broken heater so I can watch over my
Oh,
ship.
the
You know what
heater.
Gunnar told me? Freeze for all I care. He is the worst human being.
Maybe I can help you out with that heater then.
Do you know how to do machine things?
I've picked up a few things.
I don't care what they say. You're okay, Nancy Drew.
This is so weird. Like, this is not science.
So we're gonna do this middle management style. That is, you do the work and I supervise. Each of those circuit pieces will attach anywhere on this board, but there are special numbers you've gotta watch out for. Covered numbers add together to give that piece a total value. If you can use all 5 pieces to hit all 5 target values, the heater will be fixed.
You know, I'm actually not sure that's how electricity works.
Right?
Oh yeah? Okay.
Good job, Nancy.
Where'd you get your PhD in electricitology again?
Yeah, this is just weird. So I don't even know the order of things. I just check and move things around.
If you know this much, why haven't you tried to fix it yet?
Hey, if I had to do all the hard thinking around here, you'd be out of a job.
So, where'd you come from?
The United States?
Hey, me too. Where in the U.S.?
South-ish?
I'd just like to get to know you a little.
I went to school, and then I had a job, and then I was married, and then I wasn't. And now I have another job involving definitely legal treasure hunting activities. That's me.
Are you like this with everyone?
Anyone who isn't paying me. If you want to write me a check, I can tell you a sad backstory and we both can pretend it's real.
Sorry, I left my checkbook at the lodge.
Maybe next time then. I mean, are you an open book with every stranger who crosses your path?
Well, no. I guess I don't like to talk about myself much either.
What's your jam? Witness protection program? Arch nemesis?
None of those. I guess it's that I meet so many interesting people, I just feel ordinary by comparison.
Nah, everyone's normal to themselves. People think my job is all glam and adrenaline, but that all got boring years ago. Now it's just 9 to 5 headache involving lots of diplomacy and occasional gunfire. But you, a gal your age working as a sleuth? All on your own? That's admirable.
Thanks. I guess this is my normal. I'm a pretty lucky girl.
Anyways, it's probably for the best that you stay quiet. Don't talk to strangers, kiddo. It's worked out for me.
Funny, the last few times I've played this, this was really easy to do. Because I didn't make notes about it. It's not so easy this time. Whatever, let's just start from scratch again. I know I always start at the bottom, but whatever. I will find a way to make this all work. I don't know if there's a, like, one answer only. I feel like you can kind of do this a few different ways. Come on. Check something else off. There we go. Where's my -9? Wow, yeah, I normally have no problem with this. I don't think I want things to overlap. Is that where it just was? No, I'm trying to put that away. Okay, I don't know. Okay, let's do that. Oh, did that overlap and I didn't realize it? This needs to go somewhere over here. Okay, sure. Let's do that. Oh, hang on. There's a 1. Okay. Five, sure. I don't know if this is gonna fit. Anywhere. Yeah. Oh, dang. Why is this so hard to do this time? Like, I would get through this before Nancy and Dagny's conversation had even finished. So now I'm just gonna, like, throw this down. Kind of wherever. Oh, there's a 5. Okay. Come on. -9. Nope. Nope. Which one gives me -9? Maybe that's what I need to find first. Okay, that gives me a 1. Fine. Let's do that. That's a -9. Great. Okay. Alright. So I need -1 and +5. Oh, this is not good. Nope. I realize I've lost my -9. It's fine. No, it's not fine. Give me -9 again. That works for in a couple different places. Okay. 5, and I need a 0. Doesn't fit. It works in a few places. Ooh, I can get a 0 there. Can I get a 5 with this one? Yes,
That was the
there we go.
strangest wiring panel I've ever seen. But I think the heat's on.
Toasty. Feels just like home. By the by, have you been up to Magnus's cabin yet?
He has a cabin? Up in the hills?
Yep.
Elizabeth keeps a key in her bag. Talk about refusing to let go. But there's no way she'd ever give it to you.
So, I'll need to find a way to get her off that deck.
Mm-hmm.
If I were you, I'd get a little sneaky about it.
All right. So many things to talk about.
I need to know who was present at the time of the festival.
I was there.
Who else did you see?
Only Gunnar. Elizabeth and Soren were thoroughly MIA. Although half of Iceland is probably related to itself, so people kind of look alike. Could have missed something.
So, how long were you working on the ship project?
About 2 years. On and off a bit. Magnus supervised the rebuild. I provided the cash.
Well, that's a long time to hang around in Iceland. Have you been in Skipbrot all that time?
No. I think the locals would have offed me by now if that were the case. I don't like to stay in one place for too long.
Why's that?
If you stay in one place, people start to need you and feel things about you and all that icky, weird stuff. I'm not really the having friends type.
I'd like to think you and I are on friendly terms.
What is this? Are we gonna hold hands and sing campfire songs now? Get lost, Drew. Find my gold.
Well, we're gonna talk some more first.
What do you think of Gunnar?
In terms of the treasure, he tried to sabotage the festival last year, and the year before that. I wouldn't be surprised if this is a stunt of his.
I found a radio on board, but I need a key to turn it on. Can I borrow yours?
Here you go.
So easy, which is great.
Hey, that was easy.
Yeah.
Now, how do I operate the thing?
I don't know. I don't have radio experience. I have business experience.
Figures. Well, thanks anyway. Goodbye.
See ya, Drew.
Okay. So, with this first.
Hey, girl!
Yep.
I
Was
actually
expecting
do
this.
have a name, you know. It's Nancy.
Get your little lady bones into the prep area and get some torremotter orders ready. It's all hands on deck for the lunch rush at the Misty Skip.
I'm a sleuth, not a chef. Are you sure you want me back there handling the sharp stuff?
You're eating and logging here for free, just like me. So it's only fair to get some good work out of you.
Well, might as well take a stab at it.
Ugh, I hate this part. Gunnar, I'm going to be spending all my time on the ship over the festival weekend. As a reminder, here are the rules in my absence. All mugs and dishes must be clean. Customers must be served promptly. Yes, even if they are tourists. Oh, Gunnar. No calling customers weak-spined ninny faces. No challenging customers to fights. Yes, this includes arm wrestling, as discussed. All fish must be cleaned at the cleaning station outside, not in the middle of the bar. No bellowing. Excellent word choice, by the way. Thank you, Elizabeth. Oh, I don't like this. So, Thormatur. I think he did pronounce that correctly. I think he said the TH sound. So that sort of fancy twirly D and this letter, I don't know what they're called, but they both make that TH sound. Okay, I like the idea of this puzzle. What I hate is the incessant dinging if you don't do it fast enough, and then you don't get your tips. Ugh.
Okay, time to get to work.
Okay. I took screenshots of some of the ones I completed. This doesn't match any of them, and I hate it already. Oh no. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Let's just try that. Okay, and then we're gonna need, maybe I will put this here. I actually want it there. And I want some sharky sharks here, here, and here. No, because now I've undone that work. Oh no. Oh no, oh no. Nope, nope. No good. What if I put that there and put that... No, keep that there. Oh, but I do need another one of those. Like there. And I need... No, no, I hear you. Why did I put that one there? And I move this to here. Oh no. Oh no, oh no. And I put that there. I put that there and that there. So I just have this one. I hear ya. I do, I swear. Oh man, oh man, oh man. No. Oh, how do I do this? Like, it's gotta be in here somehow. If I put that there, well, that's gonna mess up other things. Oh! Oh, I did it! Oh, I did it. Thank goodness. I hate these. No, I'm not gonna make any other. It's just, it's bad. That wasn't as bad as it normally is. But, there we go. How much do I have? I think I can buy batteries.
Ja?
Yeah.
Did you attend the festival this year?
Yes. Embarrassing.
For you?
Not everyone else. The scrambling around for hidden treasure? Embarrassing. When I was so young, we fought over things like longest fish and shiniest boat. Not gold. Ever since that Soren took over the festival running, it's been straight to the bottom with it.
He has some strong feelings.
Elizabeth said you threatened Magnus pretty directly.
I did. It was, how do you call it? Friendship.
He has an interesting view of what constitutes friendship.
So, an empty threat?
I threaten everyone.
It still seems a little strange.
Spoken by a woman with no friends.
Hey, I have friends.
Young American girl, alone in a foreign country, no parents, no travel companions. Sure, Fisker. Sure you do.
Okay, Gunnar. You spend a lot of time in the pub, don't you? Why?
What kind of a question is that? Am I a lonely little man sitting in the pub crying over a tiny plate of pretty biscuits thinking about all the women I've ever lost and writing it all down in some wimpy little notebook? No! Then I would be Magnus. Me. I am a mountain wolf. I roam the wilds, and I keep my own company. I am a predator.
Goodbye.
All right. Anyways, okay. I actually got through that pretty easily. And yet I struggled with the heater puzzle. This is a weird swapping of difficulties from how I normally, how things normally go when I play this game. Okay. I need batteries. Oh yeah, I can definitely afford them. And I'm going to need this book. How much kroner? No! Shoot, I'm short. I will get there. Oh, I have to do this. Okay, so we had those notes from that logbook in the wheelhouse on the ship. So I have this copied down. So we've got our masts. So our tallest is our main mast. And then we have our foremast. And then we have the mizzen mast. And then I don't know if this is actually called the jigger mast. Is there anything with the jigger or yigger, whatever you want to call it? No, this is a staysail of some sort. And then one of these is like the bowsprit or something. Yeah, the bowsprit, that's a spar extending from the bow. It's not a mast. The jib and spritsail are rigged to the top and bottom of the bowsprit. Again, not a mast. So is this one the jib? I feel like I make that one the jib and that's the spritsail. Let's see. This is the jib. Which means this is going to be the spritsail. Spritsail. Yeah. Okay, so then if this is our, what do I call this? This is the main mast. So then from our list, from highest to lowest, it's going to be a royal, top gallant, gallant, and royal, top gallant, top, sorry, and then mast. So we need a royal. What is this? Royal main mast. Or main royal mast, main royal sail? Main royal sail. Yeah. And then main top gallant. That's a staysail. I want main top gallant. And then main top. No. Main top mast. No, it's not staysail. Top sail. There it is. And then just a mainsail. Right? I'm pretty sure. Okay. And then our next one, next, who's it here? Our mast. This is a foremast. So from highest, again, I think we start with highest. We start at the lowest. What do we have for foremast? Or foresail? Well, that's going to be the bottom one. Which means that we're going to need... oh, wait. That's not it, though. So this is... Oh, yeah, it is the foremast. So foresail, which means we're going to have a fore topsail. Yep. And then fore top gallant. There we go. It does kind of work easier to start from the bottom. I usually do this from the top. Okay. These are our staysails. We'll do those last. So lowest, this is a mizzen mast. So mizzen sail. No. So use mizzen top sail and mizzen top gallant sail. So this is top sail. This is top gallant. Okay. So connected to our main mast, we have two staysails. So the top mast, the top gallant. Top gallant is our higher one. The main top mast sail. And then we've got this one that is connected to our mizzen mast. So mizzen staysail, which means, and this is our jigger or yigger, however it's pronounced. It's just a staysail, which would be it. Yes, excellent. Good. Parts of the ship, if you need them. Pretty good without. Okay. I do need a little bit more money. But I'll do that later. Let's do this. Wait, put the key in first.
It's out of gas. No dice.
So now,
That should do it for the fuel tank.
all right. So now, we can go to the Rico Caverns and then Magnus's cabin. So we'll go to the cabin first. It's gonna be a quick turnaround.
Locked. I guess he would lock his front door.
I like this track. It's not gonna play for long, I don't think. Oh, it is continuing through. Great. Okay, so I've got our lit lantern. That's why I had to do all the battery stuff first.
It's a glove. Wonder who it belongs to.
Mhm. And then we just gonna stop here for now. So quick little look in the caves. Not much otherwise yet. So now let's go back. Ah, right.
Gunner,
Hello.
what are you doing?
Got in fish for Elizabeth. What's wrong, Fisky? You look like a giant man just threatened you. Oh. Well then, back to Gotting.
Okay, you go do that, Gunner. Okay, and now I need Elizabeth to leave, but will she say anything first?
Can I help?
Has anyone checked Magnus's cabin?
No. I wanted to.
But you didn't? Or can't?
Soren won't let anyone up there.
His cabin might give me a lead on his location. Can you help me find a way in?
No, this town takes care of its own. Our problems are ours, no one else's.
You spend a lot of time here. Don't you have somewhere else to be?
No, I'm still on festival duty. In case of a ship emergency, I'm responsible. This vessel is an antique. Things break suddenly, and it's hard to hear the alarm from the harbor.
I see. Interesting. Goodbye.
Bye now.
Okay, well, we're gonna make you leave. Well, actually, we won't yet. We're just gonna make some progress on that front. Alright, let's meet Alex.
Hello? Hello? No one's there.
Magnus? Magnus, is that you?
Guess again.
Uh-oh.
Who is this?
Wait, I can explain. I didn't know he was going to go missing, and okay, so I haven't filled out all the daily logs for the guy in months, and yes, okay, so I napped through all of the training videos, but I didn't mean to, and I guess what I'm saying is please don't fire me.
I'm not here to fire you.
So you're not working with my boss?
Nope.
Oh man, that's a relief. Well then, this is Control Tower number 32, Operator Alex Lintrong speaking.
Hi, Alex. I'm Nancy. I'm a detective trying to find out more about Magnus.
Magnus. He's gone, isn't he? I wanted to say something, but I didn't want to get in trouble.
What did you hear?
Some pretty messed up stuff. I don't know if I can tell you.
Why not?
Whoever took him, they might come after me too. And if my boss finds out someone went missing on my watch and I didn't report it, look, I need this internship. If I get fired here, I'll be a barista until I die. I'm allergic to coffee, man. I can't go back. I can't go back to that life.
Alex, slow down and stay calm. I need your help. If what you're saying is true, Magnus might be in serious danger.
I feel like Nancy would normally have recommended that Alex still report that Magnus has gone missing, or, well, I guess people know about it. But she didn't report it when she should have. Bad call, Alex.
But you don't have to handle this alone.
Okay, I heard Magnus calling in early morning, same as always, just to say hi around 6. Then we started chatting, just like we always do. He was excited about the ship he was piloting. He said it was his baby. He started pulling into Skipbrot Harbor. I heard a voice on board, I mean. He went to go check it out, left the radio on. I heard shouting, fighting, then nothing. Just silence.
That's not good. I think this investigation just went from missing persons to abduction.
It's dark out there, and the water's cold. But I know he didn't go on his own. That's why I'm keeping my head down.
Was the voice you heard male or female?
I couldn't tell. I was too freaked out, and they were too distant. I hope he's okay.
Yeah, so now, who are you?
Who are you?
Just a lowly undergrad assigned to a cubicle, a pair of headphones, and a computer. I'm here on an internship for my maritime psychology degree. My parents said I'd never find a paying job. Shows them. Me and Magnus, we were kind of buddies. I mean, we never met or anything, but whenever he'd radio in, he always wanted to chat. Not a lot of people want to chat with the intern.
Yeah, that's fair.
You don't sound Icelandic, though.
Nope. Massachusetts.
So, what are you doing here?
Whoa. Deep. I gotta think about that one. I mean, what are any of us doing in this crazy, messed up world, you know?
No, I mean in Iceland, in a control tower, that stuff.
Oh, that. I work in the harbor controller's office. I keep track of ship movement and speak with anyone taking a ship to harbor in Iceland.
What can you tell me about Magnus?
He's totally weird. Good weird. Not serial killer weird. He's one of those
Good
people who rarely
clarification.
speaks, but when they do, it's the most interesting thing you've heard in days. He bottles up thoughts and distills them.
Oh, interesting.
Kind of like Patrick. I mean, that's the same voice actress who did Lena's voice, and Lena would appreciate that type of personality. Kind of fits.
What on earth is a maritime psychology degree?
I have a 30-page thesis answering exactly that question, but it can all be boiled down to 2 words. Sailor feeling.
Oh, interesting. What did you mean by daily logs earlier?
Good, I like
There are
the
these logs
ad
I'm supposed to
addition of
fill out whenever
earlier.
a vessel passes through us.
So, are they filled out?
Kind of. I turned one sheet into an homage to my relationship with my mom, another into the super cool drawing of a whale. I haven't been keeping tabs on vessels as well as I should
Oh
be.
dear. This also reminds me of the Deadly Device and Ryan and her drawing of a graph.
How cool are we talking?
The coolest! I actually stapled it to my cubicle wall, and regardless, I don't have any records of Magnus going through our waters.
Oh, let's do this. No, let's just do them in order.
I need a way to distract someone on board this ship.
So you can do what exactly?
Snoop through their stuff?
Hey, at least you're honest about it. Acceptance is the first step to healing. Yeah, I can help.
What do I do?
Hold up, Klepto. I've got a favor to ask first.
Okay, name your
That was
price.
for the fans.
There's a lighthouse near Skipbrook. You can probably see it from town. But the light's busted right now. If you can get up there and fix that light, it means I can stay here at HQ with my cup of tea and giant snuggle blanket.
I'll give it a whirl.
My cell number is 978-555-0139. Give me a call when you're standing in front of the light. I'll tell you what to do next.
Yeah, hot cup of tea and a snuggle blanket. That sounds great. I really like that description too.
Have you met Dagny?
Is that the super mercenary one? Always freezing, kind of sassy?
Sounds
Good.
like her.
She used to call me all the time. Always tried to get information about Magnus's plans to come in and out of harbor. Joke's on her. I'm so disorganized, I can't match my sock colors, let alone keep records of Magnus's charting. She always wanted to know when he'd be gone. I never told her, obviously.
What was she trying to do in his absence?
No clue. But I did some internet stalking on
Ooh,
her.
that should be
One of my
capitalized.
many talents. I found out she's wanted in the States for skimming some cash off a treasure find in the Gulf of Mexico.
Oh, that explains why she's been hanging around in Iceland, I guess. What do you know about Soren?
That guy who runs the festival?
Yes.
He's worked with us a few times. Always seems like there's something just under the surface with that one.
Mhm.
Cheerful and yet angry. Or bitter. Like he was holding something back. They say Icelanders never forget a grudge.
They do.
And by they, I actually just mean me.
Any other information for me?
Not really. Mostly I just kick it in this cubicle and keep my tall ship's lifestyle blog updated. It's called Ship Facts. Want to hear about it?
Yes, I like her ship facts. I really like the first one.
Well, sure. Educate me.
Okay. Ship fact. The forecastle on a ship refers to the upper forward deck of a sailing ship, but it's pronounced forecastle.
Why is that?
Try pronouncing it like an English sailor with no formal education. Forecastle. Forecastle. Over time it whittled down. Get it?
Hey, that's pretty neat.
It's one of those things I hope I'll remember with time. Forecastle.
Bye-bye.
See ya.
All right. So I'm gonna have to go out and sail. I just don't know if I can do it just yet.
The motor's busted. Can't take it anywhere like this.
But no, I need to buy that book first. Because it has translation. So let me do the easy way to earn money with words. Body, arm, handle legur, like a hand leg. Back is back, bone, vein, brain, Heli, like your head, I guess. Cheek. Kin. Yeah, sure. Chin is your haka. Interesting, okay. Ear is era. It's not I have to remember that. Era. Elbow is olnbogi. Eye is auga. Okay. Face, andlet. So your face is lit up. Finger is fingur. Foot, fotur. Forehead is your eni. Eni, okay. Hair is har. Hand is hund. Head, hofuth. Hufuth, something like that. It's your head, okay. Heart is hjarta. Knee is ne. Leg, footlegger. Your foot leg is your leg. Mouth is munur. Munur. Nail, nugul. Neck is your hals. Hals for your neck. Oh, okay. Nose is nef. Skin is huth. Skull is haurskupa. Housing your skull, I guess. Stomach, Maggie. Okay. Thumb, durmafinger. So part of your finger. Thumb, that's a th. So yeah. Toe is ta. Tongue is tonga. Tooth is tun. All right. So hofuth. What did I say that is? I think it's head. Bane, oh, that's bone. Kin is cheek. Era is ear. Yeah, okay. Footlegger is your foot or leg. Eni is your forehead. Hoskupa, that's skull. Tonga is tongue. Yeah. Thulmafinger, that's your thumb. Handlegger is your arm. Munur is mouth, and Maggie for stomach. And finger is finger. Huth. It's not heart. I think that's skin. Olga is eye. Yep. Hjarta is heart. There we go. Brilliant. Not going to play again. While I'm here.
Run along, girl.
Fine. I will. Okay, so let us go and buy a book. And maybe we'll talk to Soren too.
Can I help?
Let's see. Can you? Oh yeah, we have lots to talk about.
What's your relationship like with Elizabeth?
Presently quite poor. She won't allow certain, members of the restoration team to access their work.
You mean Dagny?
Yes, but overall, she's quite a peach, that one. The only one who's ever shown me kindness. Truly a shame about her and Magnus, though.
Her and Magnus?
The force of their romantic split rocked the local mountains to their very core. I wonder if he's checked his voicemail since.
We will.
Have you always lived here?
For 12 years in total now. 2 before university, 10 after.
Others seem to think of you as an outsider. Gunnar especially.
Oh, for the love of... I was born 10 miles away!
With no accent.
And that means you don't live here?
To him, yes. To everyone, yes. It's preposterous. In their minds, I'll never be from Skiprot because I wasn't born here.
Was volume
Upper
changed?
secondary school was a nightmare with these people.
I may not know much about Skiprot, but there are lots of unpleasant people in my line of work. Sometimes persistence helps.
Oh, I've tried. I've bent over backwards to put on this festival for them, and yet no one invites me out. I'm not welcome at the pub. Spending my birthday alone is getting to be a real downer.
Yeah, that volume kind of changed in one of the bits of dialogue that was weird. But I do find it interesting that he said he grew up 10 miles away. I mean, that would be a very American way of putting it, but I don't know if they would use miles in Iceland. I think they use clicks. So, yeah, interesting. I feel like as far as authenticity, he probably would have been speaking in terms of the metric system. So, not miles. Anyways.
I sense some bad blood between you and Gunnar.
It's more like Gunnar dumping bad blood onto me, repeatedly, while laughing. I try to be patient, given his history, but what a Neanderthal, that one. I can't reason with a man who only speaks fist. Between you and me, he's never been the same since that terrible crash years ago.
I do like Soren's reaction or response to Nancy's response here.
Crash?
Well, I don't know that it's my place to speak of it, but his boat sank to the bottom of the bay, and he hasn't sailed since. Now he stays locked up in that pub of his.
Yeah, so he doesn't go into the details, and he's being actually quite respectful of his privacy.
So, you attended the festival, right?
Present and accounted for, naturally.
Interesting. Dagny says you weren't there.
I was up in Old Stulka, manning the controls for our audio. That's the tower right outside this center. People very rarely look up, I found, which is a shame. Lots of nifty things in that direction.
Did you lock Magnus's cabin?
Yes. No one should be going in there until the authorities search everything.
Why not call the police?
Believe me, I want to, but I live life one step away from an angry mob on my doorstep. Why do you think I stay in the culture center?
I don't mind getting in trouble. What if I help you? I'll call them up myself.
Nancy, please. If you were to do that, you'd be tarred and feathered faster than you can say, Eja fjättla joku. In these parts, vigilante efforts are very much the norm. Even if the police were to come in, no one would talk. I hate to admit it, but it's up to the two of us to crack this case.
Later.
Well, on with it.
I will. Hold your pants. There we go. Oh, I will need that. How much money do I have left? 450. It's not really enough for much. Nope. I will buy postcards. Because I can afford some of these.
That's a nice one.
Thanks, Soren. There we go.
Excellent taste.
Thank you. Talk. Okay, so now let's do my boat.
Is that
Oh,
Gunner?
oh, there.
So much for never returning to the sea. But where's he sneaking off to?
We shall see. Well, not quite.
The motor's intact, but I'll need to replace the spark plugs and cables.
Okay, so that's where this lovely little award-winning pamphlet comes in. So we need the red doohickeys on this side, the black ones on this side, and they need to be in this order of 16, 9, 19, and 13 for their totals. And then, so of course they're in Icelandic, as they should be. So our little book here, which talks about Iceland at a glance, but it also has basic vocabulary without the pronunciations, but gives us our numbers. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 22. I might be putting the stresses in the wrong place. But okay, so we need 16 for the first one. And these are, they add up, those subtractions. So. Excuse me. Fiorio, that's 4, right? Okay. 12 and 4 would be 16. I'm not going to put this thing on just yet, because I might have some of these wrong. 2, I think that's 10. We need 19 as the second one, so 10 and 9. Hang on, what one's that one? 12, I'm sure that's 12. There, is that 5? There, oh, it's 2. 2. So, is that 7? So 2 and 7 would be 9. So the last one needs to be 13. Yeah, 5 and 8 is 13. Okay, good. So 16, 9, 19, and 13. There we go.
It's working. Don't know whose boat this is, but I'll just borrow it for a little while.
I mean, they left their keys in.
It's too high to reach at low tide.
Yep, that always happens. Also, here's my cat. What a weird little horn. Okay, so let's go change the tide. So it's currently at low. There we go.
I should try to get some sleep while I'm here.
have been pretty busy. So there we go. So it should now be high tide. I didn't actually look at it, but every time you sleep, the tide level changes. Okay. So I've got my key from that desk. There's a boat.
Well, I made it to the top. Better give Alex a call.
Oh, I didn't personalize my phone yet. Oh, I don't use my phone except for when Ned's called, so. I do like this change where you can see the wallpapers right away. That's just so much better. I don't really like any of these though. I think I normally keep that one, but you know what? Maybe I'll do that this time. And I don't like my options here. Nope. 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 Well, the double gong's actually not bad. Maybe I'll do double gong. Sure. Ringtone. Nope. 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 Go with classic. Makes me think of resorting to danger. Okay. Alright. Call Alex.
Okay, I'm in the lighthouse.
Awesome. I can remote the power from here, but I'm going to need you to get all the pieces in place first. One of our staff programmers wrote a new idiot-proof failure mechanic for it. Anyways, I think you need to mix the color channels to create white light. When all of the channels are white, the light will power back on.
This process sounds anything but simple.
Yeah, exactly. That's programmers for you. Give it a whirl and give me a call if you get stuck.
This is also, like, not how electricity programming works.
I need to create white light to get the lighthouse running again.
So the nice thing is you can use your cursor or you can use your keyboard and you just need to merge colors. So 2 blues will then create a green, 2 greens create red, 2 greens create this rainbow, and the 2 rainbows create white. And you just do a whole lot of this. Yeah. There we go. So I've got 1 white light, so that lights up. So you don't have to fill the whole board, you just need 7 here. Fill it up like that. Grand. Oops. There we go. Got 3 now. 4. Just, yeah, this is pretty simple, honestly. It's kind of relaxing. Might have made some dumb choices there, but it's fine. Yeah. Perfect. So I just need 1 more. There we be.
Phew,
Nice and
fixed it.
easy.
Time to phone Alex again.
Woohoo! Thanks, you saved my butt.
Glad I could help.
Okay, let's talk about stealing stuff.
No.
I prefer the term snooping.
Whatever, Klepto. You need a distraction? I got one. There's an alarm hidden in Magnus's captain's chair.
Back in the wheelhouse?
Yep. Hopefully you're using it for the forces of good, but hey, no judgment.
There's no E there. So many people spell it with an E, but there actually isn't one. Though I think it looks better with an E. Oh, right.
Uh-oh, that's not good. The windows are open.
Ooh.
Oh, it's so cold. I need to get out of here.
Hopefully Nancy's wearing like a winter jacket and
Okay,
tense gloves.
small numbers at the bottom, big number at the top. It looks like the pieces add to the total of the piece above them.
Alright, so this is the way to start. What numbers add up to 13. 6 and 7, I think. I mean, there are others too, but I think these are the ones we have to go with. So 7 and 2. Actually, I think it's supposed to be this way. 6 and 2 is 8. 13 and 8, if I do math correctly, is 21. There's 21. Okay. So 21 plus what equals 36? 15. Is there a 15? No. Okay. So what if I swap these? Ah. Go away. So I need a 9. So this would be 22. So I need a 14. There we go. Yeah. So 5 and 9. 14. Where's my 5? Then 8 and 5. 13. I need a 3 right there. This is 27. That's going to be, what, 63. There we go.
Oh, that was too close. And somehow, I have a feeling it wasn't an accident.
There are actually quite a few puzzles in this game. I mean, I've played this 3 times in about a month, and it's only just dawning on me now. Interesting variety of puzzles. Okay, so do you have anything to say to me before I make you scoot?
Blaseth.
Ah, she pronounced that letter correctly.
So you and Soren work together?
Yes, we both run the festival. But people are not happy. They dislike him.
I'm definitely sensing some of that. Why?
Not one of us. He doesn't know our stories. No shared memories.
He mentioned that you've been kind to him.
Being his friend has a price here. You're either outside or inside in Skiprot. You cannot stand in the doorway. You will be driven out. We are not like Reykjavik, like a big city.
Sounds like people are trying to get rid of him. Ruining the festival would be a great way to do that, wouldn't it?
Your words, not mine. Regardless, he is welcome in my home and at my pub. I cannot always go against the town, but I can offer a warm meal and a listening ear.
I'm really sorry to hear about your and Magnus's breakup.
It hardly matters anymore.
I don't want to pry, but if you want to talk about it, I'm here.
Here's one for your case file. I've known Magnus all my life. We dated 4 years. The winters are long and dark.
Ooh, loud
We
there.
found each other in that darkness. But then, he went through hard times. He became obsessed over the ship. His world narrowed. And soon, there was no room left for me. That's the end of
sad.
it.
Can you tell me about the festival sound system?
It's been broken for a week.
Soren told me he was manning the sound system on the morning the Hirlichide crashed.
What? But that's not possible. There was no sound that day.
Sounds like we've got an alibi that doesn't quite match up. Goodbye.
Bye now.
Alright. Let's make her run away. Hear her footsteps. Door closed. Okay. Do some snooping.
I have a feeling Elizabeth never opened her gift. 4 crystals of each color, huh?
Elizabeth, happy anniversary, Seta. This time your gift is hidden under lock and key. In my room you will find a shelving unit containing my old Sylfulberg crystal collection. I created the unit myself. Inside you'll find a colored display light in each compartment. When the colored lights conform to the rules of the box, your gift will be revealed. The rules, of course. 4 yellow and 4 blue crystals must be lit in each row and column with no more than 2 of the same color adjacent. The item concealed within that footlocker is your reward. It is, without doubt, the most valuable gift I've ever given. Please know I had no intent to hide it from you all this time. It was complicated, but it rightfully belongs to you and I can't hide it any longer. Don't tell anyone else about it, especially Dagny. I'll explain more when the festival's over. All my love, Magnus.
This must be the key to Magnus's cabin. I'll just be borrowing this.
And some other stuff. And we can try the door.
Elizabeth must have locked it. What on earth is in here?
Alright. So now, we can go to his cabin and make progress. I'm trying to think, is there anything else I need to do while I'm here? I'll come back if I need to. Off the cabin. Oh, phone call. Ned.
Hey, Nancy, it's me. Are you busy right now?
Just a little. Why?
Oh no, no reason. Just checking in. Just wanted to make sure you were alive and stuff. And you totally are. That's great.
Ned, you sound funny. Are you okay?
Nancy, everything's fine. Everything's normal. I'm just doing normal people stuff. You know, normal.
I'm just getting a strange vibe.
No, listen. I just wanted to tell you about something.
Ned.
Sorry. I just,
Please, tell me what's wrong.
I'm fine. I promise. Nothing's wrong.
Dude, give me the phone.
No!
This is just embarrassing.
Bert, stop. Come on.
Ned? Ned? What on earth is going on?
Oh, Bert. Bert from the books. First we had Dave mentioned in Shadow Medallion, and now Bert in this one. Just reflecting back or making ties back to the yellow hardbacks. Okay, random stuff in a stove. Okay, then we'll go here. Fan picture. More of these little discs. Magnus, I'll have a list of edits on these soon. In the meantime, please give me a call. The level of timeless poignancy and maturity in these pieces is absolutely staggering. Through it, we see your struggle, your hardship, your darkness. Might as well call you Ishmael, because these limericks are, without a doubt, the next Moby Dick. Gracie from International Publishing. I don't quite agree with her. These are strange poems. I'm not even going to read them. Alright. I've got a book here, After the Locky Eruptions, a history. Crow's Nest. This is it. Solution is to divide into groups of 6, no group touching another. Attempt after the festival crowds die down. Okay, I have to remember to do that. And now we'll listen to some voicemail.
Hi, Moggs. It's me. Haven't talked to you in a while. Like a month. Or seen you. Or anything. Can we chat about things tonight?
I literally can't believe you still have a landline. What are you, 90? Anyways, call me back. I think I found something big. I want to show it to you. I stashed it in my bag for now, but I think this could be a part of our big break, you know what I mean?
Moggs, please pick up. I'm sorry about last night. I didn't mean what I said. Call me, please.
Hi, Magnus. It's Gracie from International Publishing House. Just wanted to reach out about your latest manuscript. The editors really enjoyed Merman, an exploration of postmodernist masculinity and nautical limericks. And we would love to extend a formal publishing agreement. We do have some questions about scope. We think 240 limericks might be a little much. Is there any way you could cut that down a bit? Anyway, give me a call back and I'd love to chat further. Bye now.
Magnus, I swear, if you don't call me back... You owe me this, Magnus. You owe me this talk. We've been together 4 years. 4 years, and you think you can just walk out on me whenever things get tough? Just disappear. That's not how this works. That's not okay. You have to let people in. I love you so much. Please don't do this to me. Magnus, everyone else, fine. But not me. I'm going to ruin you. I'm going to destroy your happiness the way you destroyed mine. I hate you. I hate you for what you did to me. You're going to regret it.
Hey, remember the plan we laid out for today? Remember the part when we were all like, hey, we should crash the ship into the harbor and then abandon it, leaving Dagny to handle all the PR fallout? Yeah, me neither. Thanks a lot, Magnus. Wherever you're hiding out, I hope you're happy with yourself.
So, interesting messages. Some a little more intense than others.
A dog bed, but no dog? A spare luggage key, huh?
Alright, did you see this? There are going to be tourists crawling all over the thing. We need to move faster. By the way, your mutt likes shiny things. Discovered this the hard way when spare luggage key went missing yesterday. Briefly saw it in Toomey's mouth, but he ran off with it. Can you keep an eye out for it? I figure it's got to come out at one end or the other. I check wherever he spends a lot of time. P.S. Wear gloves. D. Yeah. More about that. Okay. So, here we go. Spare luggage key. Right? Luggage key. And then, something I forgot to look at when I last played this game. Here!
Dog toys? This must be related to the note Magnus left for himself.
Okay, so I do have a spoiler, the answer to this, but I'm going to see how much of it I can do on my own first, because it's just more fun that way. So each row, column, and diagonal contains exactly 2 of each toy. So starting with our rows, both puffins are to the right of both dogs. So we're going to have 2 puffins somewhere on this side and 2 dogs somewhere over here. No adjacent toys of the same kind, so they can't be back to back. No ponies in the left half of the cupboard, so ponies are going to be over here. Both dogs are somewhere to the left of both puffins. So dogs over here, puffins over here. The puffins are between the ponies. So somewhere around here, with ponies over here. The dogs are adjacent, so the dogs are side by side in this row. So now in terms of columns, so A, the puffins are adjacent, so the puffins are side by side. The dogs on outside edges, right? This is where we can start. Now if we go back to 6, the dogs are adjacent, so there's going to be one here or here, which is handy. All right, back to column C. The dogs sit between the puffins. So dogs somewhere within this realm, the puffins outside of them. Both dogs are somewhere above both ponies. Okay, so dogs somewhere around here, ponies somewhere around there. Both dogs are somewhere between the ponies. So I've got the ponies on the outside and the dogs in the middle. And mirrored pattern across the center. Okay, so 6 we can't do too much with. We just know one of these 2 is going to be the other dogs. We've got puffins and ponies otherwise. So if we look at 1 here, both puffins are to the right of both dogs. So the puffins somewhere over here. No adjacent toys of the same kind. No ponies in the left half of the cupboard. So I'm just going to throw some ponies over here. As well as the puffins. That's going to be over here. Something like that. Both dogs are somewhere to the left of both puffins. Something like that. 5, the puffins are between the ponies. And just something like that. I mean, ponies could be in more, puffins could be spread out more. 6, the dogs are adjacent. Yes. Okay. Now, I'll do the columns first. I mean, this is obviously, this dog actually can't go here. I'll do this now because we know that in this column the dogs are on the outside. You can only have 2 of each. So we need a dog, say over here. Rule for 4, both dogs are somewhere to the left of both puffins. So we just can't have a dog here. I mean, we could have the puffins both over here and another dog there. But for now, just had to get rid of the one in there. Okay, columns A, the puffins are adjacent. So they're not likely to be down here. I mean, they could be. This is the rule for 5. The puffins are between the ponies. No. Well, no, because the puffins, and you couldn't have a puffin here because they're going to be somewhere within here. So we're going to have puffins here, at least one here. The other's either there or there. However, based on rule number 1, both puffins are right to the right of both dogs, so the other puffin has to go here. Okay, so these 2 are right and these 2 are right. This is just a little bit closer. Okay, C, the dogs sit between the puffins. Okay, so we might have maybe a puffin here and another dog somewhere around here. Okay, D, both dogs are somewhere above both ponies. I have too many puffins here as well. So, what was this? Sorry, both dogs are somewhere above both ponies. Oh, interesting. So, what's 3? No ponies on the left half of the cupboard. I'm going to put that one there. And what was 4? Both dogs are somewhere to the left of both puffins. I'm going to move that there. The puffins are between the ponies. I'm going to just put that one there. So back to D. Both dogs are somewhere above both ponies. Ponies down here. I'm going to come back to that one. E, both dogs are somewhere between the ponies. We don't know where this pony is. Okay. Well, I'll come back to that too. Mirrored pattern across the center. So the middle two have to be the same. So this current setup doesn't work. What is 5? The puffins are between the ponies. I'm just going to move that like that. Put that back there. I feel like it's puffins in the middle. 3, no ponies in the left half of the cupboard. Okay, let's go back to this. Both puffins are to the right of both dogs. Does that mean this is another dog here? Column A, the puffins are adjacent. I could have the puffins over a little. I don't know. C, the dogs sit between the puffins. No, okay. No adjacent toys of the same kind. Ponies, no ponies in the left half of the cupboard. 4, both dogs are somewhere to the left of both puffins. 5, the puffins are between the ponies. Yes, that fits. The dogs are adjacent, so I still haven't figured out. But if I have one here, that's going to be too many. If those are correct. These are in the right spots. 3, no ponies left half of the cupboard. Hard to say. Okay, puffins are adjacent, dogs on the outside edges, dogs sit between the puffins. Yeah, I feel like there can't be a dog there, so I'm going to put dog there, which would mean this has to be a horse up here. Okay, D, both dogs are somewhere above both ponies. So I'm going to move that one over. Above both ponies. D, both dogs are somewhere above both ponies. Okay, to think about that. E, both dogs are somewhere between the ponies. Okay, between the ponies. That wouldn't make sense then if that was there. So we could have both dogs here then, and then put a pony here. Which would mean that pony would have to go there. What is E though? Both dogs are somewhere between the ponies. Puffins are between the ponies. Nope. That doesn't work. This 4. Both dogs are somewhere to the left of both puffins. That doesn't work. D. Both dogs are somewhere above both ponies. Weird pattern across the center. No, both puffins. No, rather than taking any more time to work it out, I'm just going to look at the answer. Let's move that there. So both puffins are to the right of both dogs. So puffins are going to go there. And then we need a pony here. Puffin here. That dog is correct. We need another pony. And then we need another dog. So no adjacent toys of the same kind. So no ponies in the left half of the cupboard. That actually goes there with a dog there, and here is the other dog. 4, both dogs are somewhere to the left of both puffins. This I actually had right, I was just missing the pony. The puffins are between the ponies. Close, but not quite. Both of the dogs over here. Oh, I have an extra dog somewhere. This one has an extra dog. Hold the phone. That needs to be a puffin. That was right. So I need pony here. Pony here, and then Coffins. There we go.
I wonder if anyone else has seen these.
I see there's a lot you haven't come clean about with Elizabeth yet, eh, Magnus? Looks like my track record's not the only one with a few smudges. You going to tell me what's in that footlocker? Not a chance, Dagny, and I'm going to be upfront with her. I just need to find the treasure first. Cash first, honesty second. A man after my own heart. I like it. Stop that. I'm nothing like you. Now, did you get the toy made or not? It's got to be rawhide. Toomey won't touch the stuff. Ah, look at you, all self-conscious. Sure, I got it. The key to open the toys under Toomey's carrier on the ship. Important. This I forgot to look at before. I tried to drop it off with you last night, but you weren't around. I was down at the docks. I just need to find a tool to scrape those barnacles away. But once I do, I'll have caught up to Lawrence. Finally. How strange that after years of devices and contraptions, that it should all come down to scraping detritus off a piece of driftwood. Bravo. I need to know you're with me, that you're going to see this through, just like we talked about when we started this project. We have a saying in the States, in for a penny, in for a pound. I'm with you. Just don't forget you need me too. You try to cut me out and you'll see just how fast I can get mean. I'm just nervous, I guess. Someone's definitely on my tail. What if they catch up to me? Magnus, focus. Whoever they are, they're not the biggest threat. I am. I have no patience for spineless cowards. You disappear for more than 24 hours and I'll gladly burn your ship to the ground, then use the smoldering, blackened remains to torch your cabin too. Don't mess with a professional. You've always had my word, Dagny. You still do. No need for that. Good, then we're done here. And then Icelandic. Afram meth fjorith? I don't know. Anyways, that's important.
These must belong with that reference I saw earlier. 4 of each color down and across. No 3 together in a line.
Alright, I like this. This is really easy. Alright, so you can't have 3 together. So, we've got 2 here, and we only have 2 choices, blue and yellow. So, has to be blue. Keep going across. Don't know enough. Don't know enough. This could be either of them. Well, I see this column here. Can't have 3 in a row. That has to be blue. Same with this one. Alright, go back here. This has to be yellow. Can't have 3 blues in a row. 1, 2, 3, 4 yellows mean these last ones have to be 4 blues. Or 2 blues. Okay, continuing here, we've got 2 blues. That has to be a yellow. Not enough there, although here, this has to be a blue because we can't have 3 yellows. Same thing here, blue. Can't have 3 yellows in a row. We've got 2 yellows, which means it's going to be bookended by blues. We've got 2 blues with the middle one. It's going to have to be yellow. 2 yellows, the middle one's going to have to be blue. So we've got 2 yellows, so you're going to have to blue on both sides. This has to be yellow. And we have only 3 yellows, so that's going to be yellow as well. Here, that's going to have to be blue. Not enough info there. This is going to have to be yellow. This also has to be yellow. Either or. This has to be blue because there are 2 yellows. Not enough info to keep going. 1, 2, 3, 4 yellows means these both have to be blue. Okay, 2 yellows means that has to be blue. And while we're here, 2 blue in a row means that has to be yellow. Plus there are 2 blues there. Blues here mean this has to be yellow. 2 yellows mean that has to be blue. Beautiful. 1, 2, 3, 4 blues means that's a yellow and so is this. Break these yellows with a blue. 1, 2, 3 blues means that's also a blue. And this will also be a blue to finish that off. Okay, what do we have here? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, not enough info there. I look this way. Nothing I need to break up. This, okay, 2 blues means that's a yellow. This has to be a blue. 2 blues, that has to be a yellow. And that's our 4th yellow up there. Okay. Let's go, where do I go next? Here, we need a blue. Here, we need a yellow. 2 yellows mean this is a blue. Alright, go in this direction. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, that doesn't help. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, that also doesn't help. Oh, but I've missed this one. That has to be a blue. Which means this has to be a yellow, and this has to be a blue. Which means this has to be a yellow, and therefore this has to be a blue. Nice and easy. I like this puzzle.
I need to arrange these pieces to see what the full image looks like.
Okay, So let's just get started here. Can't do much with this yet. I mean, my cursor changes into a hand at some point. I had it. There it is. And I'm not even going to truly... Oh, no, I could do this one. There we go. But this one I won't bother with. All right.
Oh, this is beautiful.
Oh, we didn't need a key for that. Interesting. So that's the music for now. That will change eventually. Okay, now there. Let's look here, grab a few more tokens.
I wonder what these images are for.
So noting our ice cave, this picture in particular. And then up here, get our last little token. Okay. So, you know what? Let's go to the ice cave.
I bet I can break through this ice with a sharp enough tool.
All right. So we can do a little exploring. Let's go down first. Not really anything to see there. Same with this direction. Go up. And go over here first. Nothing really to look at there just yet. And then let's go... Oh, I thought I could turn that way. Over here we will go down. Oh, I backtracked. Here we go. Straight down. Grab those. Nothing else here. Then continue this way. Let's go over here. Another wall of ice. Yeah. Which way do I go? Oh. No. This way. Down and back. And then just keep going. And we'll leave the caves. Okay. So I could go back to the cabin to deal with these sketch pieces, but I won't. Okay. I feel like there are lots of things to do. Okay, Daphne's not here. Alright, I need to go up here.
That book mentioned this crow's nest. Maybe there's something here. This looks similar to that note I found in Magnus's journal.
They need groups of 6, and I think there are a couple different solutions to this. So there's one, and we need to fill up this many groups of 6. So, do these overlap? I don't remember. Oops. Yeah, you can't have them touch. Oops. Double clicking is a problem sometimes. Do that. I need 3 more. Okay. Easy enough to do. There we go. Oh, Soren.
It's Soren, and he looks injured. Oh no.
Okay, well, we'll get there.
Oh, hi.
Ice pal.
Oh, what happened to your face?
Gunnar happened. Specifically, Gunnar threw a bottle at me.
That's awful. Why would he do that?
Does he need a reason? It's happened twice before. Now do you see what I've had to deal with all these years? A lesser man than I would have packed his things and quietly retired to a nice beach somewhere. I could easily take my work to Reykjavik. I don't know why I stay. Some forlorn sense of hope, maybe.
Bye-bye.
Bye now.
And just leave it at that. All right. Okay. I don't think I can get him to leave just yet. To snoop through Dagny's stuff.
Yeah?
I found some pretty hostile messages between you and Magnus.
Sometimes a girl's gotta get angry to get what she wants. Scare people a little.
It sounded more like you were threatening him.
Okay, then show me exactly where any of those threats came true. You can't, because they were empty. Just scare tactics, Nancy.
Elizabeth seems like she's withholding information.
She still seems pretty intense about Magnus as far as I can tell. And she thinks the treasure belongs to her. I've seen some exes do some pretty wild things when they're going through the stages of grief. That's why when I end a relationship, I just move to a different continent and change my phone number. So much easier than doing the whole breakup thing.
Not
That must
healthy,
be
though.
exhausting.
Let's just say I don't really do mailing addresses anymore.
Talk to you later.
Toodles.
That talk to you later dialogue is from a different game. It's been reused. Okay. Oh, I have to do things over here. Okay. Let's go over here and... Oh, I need the tide to change. Okay. Well, let's also go up here. And...
That's the doggy kennel in Magnus's note.
There, I will need that eventually. Okay, I don't think there's anything else in here I need right now. Let's see if she'll talk.
Oh, hello.
I heard your messages on Magnus's machine. You mentioned ruining him.
I'm not proud of the way I reacted. You should know that.
I'm sorry to be so blunt, but it's part of the investigation.
Understood. Just know that I have moved past that now. A large part of me still cares about him. But I am healing and rebuilding. Stronger than before, I think.
Bye-bye.
Bless.
Okay. So, let's go to the pub. Need to change the time, but I'll see if Gunnar will talk about the bottle incident.
Speak up now.
Soren told me
right,
about your
and
boat
stuff.
crash.
He will pay for a wagging tongue.
Who told me isn't important.
Oh, my little fisker, but it is. Soren is not one of us. He is an outsider, born 10 miles away, a stranger.
Also
10
using
miles
miles.
away, and he's a stranger forever? Well, that seems unfair to Soren.
Unfair means nothing. You think because a culture is unfair, it will change for you? That is not the world. That is not Skipbrot.
How do you know Elizabeth?
I've known her since she was a negative pre-glimmer in her puppy's eye. Always had the local boys terrified, that one. She knows what she wants and heads for it straight as an arrow. Young men, not so good with a woman like that.
I can see how she might be intimidating, but her heart's in the right place.
Aye, but right now, she wants revenge on Magnus, angrier than a bull seal on a full moon. Still, she lets me sleep and eat her, so that's worth something.
Did you know about her and Magnus?
We all did, my fisker.
From the sound of things, it didn't end very well, unfortunately.
Magnus is good with waves, bad with women. No skills to speak of. He is, how do you say it? A runner. He runs.
Ouch. I'm glad he's not here to hear that.
I was bitten by a shark once. Now I can only speak the truth.
This is important.
Oh, I didn't know that was a side effect of shark bites.
It is a curse I bear with pride.
I saw you taking a dinghy out.
Fishing trip.
You told me you gave up being on the water for good.
It wasn't me. It was my brother, the other Gunnar. He,
Gunnar.
Oh, curse the shark bite! I was
Shark bite.
looking for the treasure.
That makes
but
him tell the
so
truth.
far, only empty hands.
Yeah, shark bites cause truth telling. And he's kind of living proof of it.
You sure about that?
Leave me in peace!
Okay then. Alright, so high tide needs to go down to low tide. There, it's low. Okay, let's do some barnacle scraping. Where's my doohickey?
There are markings behind the
26.
barnacles.
Okay. Actually, let's have a chat if we can.
I've nothing for you.
That's fine. Oh, but I don't have the other piece of the locator yet. Ooh, what am I missing? Oh, I have to get into Dagny's bag.
Oh, hello there.
Hey, Soren, I just saw someone take a sweater from the gift shop. Those are free, right?
No!
Oops, you might want to look into that then.
Stop! Thief!
There was no one else in the center, though.
Better
Okay.
hurry. He'll be back soon.
Okay. So, Dagny's luggage key. So we're gonna need those. And this is from Moira. Yeah. Don't actually need to read that. Oops. I don't think there's anything else in here. No. So,
This looks familiar. That's right. I saw the other glove near the caves.
yeah. Great volcanic winter. Alright. Nothing else here.
Soren's desk note mentioned volcanic winter. Do these elements link up to that somehow?
So, I don't remember the combination, and that's fine. We've got lots of time. So just sort of mix things around to create different things. Maelstrom. Not what we want. Now if I swap those two, get another option. So we've had all those. So now let's swap these two. Ooh, we could throw erosion in. I'm pretty sure I need other stuff. It's fine. I'm just kind of messing about, and that's fine. Yeah. Let's take out the glacier and put in some steam. Throw in a geyser. Okay, and let's move those around. Whoops. No, okay. Steam, let's put in a cyclone. Oops. No. I don't know if I'm going to get any other combinations. No, it's fine. Okay. So, let's then move these ones. There's our lava. I knew we needed lava. Let's do these first three. Eruption, okay. Eruption and a dust cloud, is that it?
Yes, it worked.
Okay, leaving Harvard. So, I'm not going to read all this. But yeah. Heading back to Skiprot. Home, maybe. He's arrived, nothing's changed. That uneasy feeling. Yeah, just not feeling very welcome. The Arger of Skibrot. No one returns my hellos. Only Elizabeth. Yeah. Ship notes. 5 gears crank the wall of empty wood. Behold the curls in the proud lines, main facing upwards towards the sky. Found this etched on the hull before it was painted over. Why skywards? Does it refer to the line on the ship's bow, perhaps? Yes, it does. Mounting pressure. Being in debt. Why, Elizabeth? Winter guest records. So, tour bus. Nancy. Before that, school tour. One visitor, Alicia, who came to visit Dagny. And Sunny June, hired for seasonal temp work, fired within 5 days. He asked for 2 weeks' notice and continued working. Necessitated an explanation that 2 weeks' notice is only valid if you're leaving, not being fired. Found one Viking-themed teddy bear missing from the bear shelf after his final day. Reported to authorities. Authorities seemed disturbingly unconcerned about bear theft. Anyways, yeah, I think that's all I need to look at here. Okay. So, Yes, here we
What
go.
happened here? It looks like there's been a struggle. That's Dagny's phone. But where's Dagny? Easy enough. Let's see.
So, scuttlebutt. Alright, messages.
So Magnus knew he was being followed. I need to get a closer look at that bed frame.
Alright, something is following me. Lock everything down. Okay, Mr. Melodramatic. Are we starting to just get are we starting to get just a little paranoid? What about the dock pylon? Are you dropping that? I'm serious, you'll have to wait on the final piece we discussed. What? Where are you putting it? Bed frame, on the ship, magic circles, Venn diagrams, the keys, the overlapping sections. There are 5 pieces, you have 1, I have 1. Hang on, I'm missing a piece. Oh, maybe I get this from the bed, it wasn't in. Sorry, my brain. Oh, were there maybe 3? How could they have gotten so lost? You're not making sense, calm down. Soren. Gotta talk about her relationship with Alicia. It wasn't so lifey after all. And then killed Bang, so she's getting Mene.
These footprints, they're huge. Only one guy in town has feet this size.
So, get that afterwards, but the Venn diagram needs to do this. This is where
If this is the original captain's bed, then I should take a closer look. They're Venn diagrams. I need to place the numbers inside the circle so that they add up to the totals within the overlapping sections.
Okay. Pretty sure I need 9 like somewhere over here. I'm gonna try a few different things, I think. So if I do 3 and a 4, it'd be 4 and a 1. I'm pretty sure that's wrong already. 10. We'll need a 5 here. Yeah. Okay. I put 9 here. Just because, what else can do 10? 2 and an 8. Okay. Overlap. That's 17. D6. Oh, hot dang. I think I've got it right. Hot dang is totally from Fatima from Last Train to Blue Moon Canyon. You guys haven't caught on to that. I say it all the time because of that game.
Score 1 for Nancy.
Okay, good. Need those. So no, I didn't find the piece. Where is it? The other part of the locator. I thought that was Dagny's bag.
Something calls for me to find. The cities where all hands watch the town. My lost still lies there buried under silent icing sea. We left unattended.
Sounds like Elizabeth?
Oh, I haven't looked at the long spiel. Just remembered that too. Her music reminded me.
Hey, Nancy.
What was that song you were singing?
Are you spying on me? I'm not here to entertain you.
With those words, it sounded like a love song.
Just an old family song. A sailing song. My mother taught it to me. She passed when I was young. She sang often.
I'm sorry to hear that. For what it's worth, that's something we both have in common.
Then you understand. It's how I remember her.
I heard about the town's debt issues.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You exhausted the town bank account on the last few festivals, didn't you?
Who are you to come in and intimidate me out of nowhere? Get out of my sight! Get off the ship!
Okay. Right, the long spiel. All these things I'm trying to remember to do. You get lots of information from doing lots of things. Okay.
It's subtle,
Right.
but I see some differences in the halves of this pattern.
Alright, so that's different. That's different. That's different. That's different. That's different. This is different. That one, actually. That's different. This is different. This is different. This is different, and I'm missing one. Of course I am. Is it around here? No, I think it's further back. Okay. Oh, that's different. Oh, it's still not the piece. Where on earth is the other part of the locator? What have I not looked at? I'm missing something.
Speak up now.
Do you know where Dagny is?
The mink? Missing?
I found a footprint near Dagny's heater. It looked an awful lot like one of yours.
What? No! I had nothing to do with it. Why would I take the mink? Where would I go? My only home is here in the pub.
I've just remembered how to get the locator. I'm sure of it this time.
Why did you hit Soren?
Hit Soren?
He said you threw a bottle at him.
I did no wailing, tailing thing of the sort. He's a liar is what he is, and he's trying to make old Gunnar look bad.
He said it's not the first time this has happened between you two.
We have fought before, but this time, he is a liar.
Bye-bye.
Okay, I remembered. Properly. Yeah. Again, there's so much information I've gained and things I need to look at. And things I've completed. Oops, wrong way. I need to go here. Do
Well,
this.
Fire. I bet these images represent pieces of larger words. Maybe if I match them.
Okay, so Forecastle. 4. Where's 4? 4, and then I need a castle. I remember this one. Okay. And then I always want to say springboard. No, I want to say starboard, but I think it's springboard. Gun whale. I think this is water bed. Rainbow. There we go. Fireball. Footstool. Turn it that way. Starfish. What's the horse? This is a river. Oh no, it's a riverbed, isn't it? Hold the phone. This water. What else do I have? A flower. Sunflower. It's the horse that also gets me confused. Is it a river or is it a road? I think it's going to be riverbed. I just need to free it. And then like a water horse. There we go. Slightly nauseating, but there we go.
2 broken pieces. I bet I can fix the locator now.
Yes, indeed. There we go. Okay. So now, let's do this.
I've got 14 and 26. I'll need to find 2 more numbers to add up to 86.
Okay. Where am I? Oh, there's my locator. 14, 26, be 40 and 35, 75, 76, 86. There we go.
Got
That's
it. These are the 4 numbers for that lock.
So we've got, what do I have? 11, 14, 26, and 35. Yeah. And that's the order. I'll need to put them in from lowest to highest. Ah. Oh, no, I've gone the wrong way. There we go.
An old keyless lock. The trick is to enter a combination from the smallest number to the largest.
Yeah. So 11, 14, 26, and 35.
Those noises are mechanical. Something within the ship must have unlocked elsewhere.
Oh, I forgot to look at something on Dagny's phone. So I will do that in a second. I'll look at the stuff on the ship later. So, yeah, I forgot to do this. Gallery. This wall.
Pictures of a blank wall. Either Dagny's losing it or this is a clue.
Yeah. So I forgot to look at that before. So let's do some searching, see if we can figure out where those sounds came from.
There's a room back there. It looks like it was concealed in the ship's lining. Looks like I need to press the correct sections according to these numbers.
It's funny, so this is my third time playing this in about a month, and I'm doing things in so many different orders. So there is a lot of variability in this game, which is kind of nice, actually. Okay, so I need... Where's that piece of paper? Yeah, so it kind of shows you what you need to depress. Okay, so... This, yeah, start here, because there are only 2 options anyways. It's a good way to start you off. So you can't press down any of those. So this one has, its third one has to be here. So can't press any of these. So those and those for the 3. This one has 2 already. So one of these 2. This one has 2 already. Can't be that one, has to be that one. Comes in both. Okay. This one can't be that one. Can't be that one. I've already got 1, so I need 2 more of these. Let's go here. This needs 1 more. This needs 1 more. Can't be that one. Could be either of these. Can't be those. Can't be that. This has to be the middle one. So this still needs 1. Can't be that one. Could be either of these. But this also needs 1 more. It has to be that one. I'm going to say that. And this needs... Oh no, that one has 1 too many. Shoot. That one. And then this one. There we go. Okay.
It's a machine of sorts, but some pieces are missing.
Yeah. So start adding these. Oh, I was going to put it down there. We need that. I know 1 more piece and not quite the other one. It's okay. Alright.
The bilge is
Ooh,
open?
there we go.
But why?
I hate this part.
Ah! What's going on?
Oh no.
Okay, stay calm, stay calm. I need to recreate the numbers written in the corner on the center dial.
Okay. I had to do trial by error last time, and I've just written down what the bottom ones look like. Save us some time. And that should do it. There we
The
go.
water stopped, but the gate's still shut. Help!
Nancy! Are you alright?
That was an awfully close call. Someone's trying to get me out of the picture.
That's an understatement. I heard a motor off the deck, but I wanted to make sure you were safe first. Looks like that was the right decision.
Yep, you saved me. See? I knew we were going to be buddies.
Sigh. Yep.
Here. Whoever attacked you dropped this in the hold.
Ah, good. I
Maybe
need
it will
that.
be of help to you.
Definitely, thanks. I'm bad at the not getting locked in things aspect of a case, but I'm really good at finding spots for mysterious objects.
Everyone has their gifts.
Later.
Bye now.
I finally figured out her voice. I mean, I've always known it was Melina from Labyrinth of Lies, but every now and then she'll say something. I think, no, there's a different character, and I realize I think that's all the same voice actor as Jamila, Moira, and George. Yeah, just suddenly clued in. Okay, what are all the things I still need to do? Can I go here? Can I talk to Gunnar?
Run along, girl.
Fine. Oops, not that way. I don't want to go do the Thuramatur thing again. It's just awful. I don't know if Soren will talk to me. Otherwise, I'm going to go up to Magnus's cabin.
Hi.
Is it true that the town's in financial trouble?
In the spirit of full disclosure, yes. We've always had a bit of trouble attracting tourism out here. No spas, no ski resorts. We're a little, barren. Elizabeth, bless her heart, did everything she could to turn a profit off the festival. But it's just not in her nature.
So, that's why you restored the Herlichkeit?
This year, our tickets sold 10 times as well. I gave away the ship rights, yes, but I put us back in the black. Of course, did the anti-Soren mob lower their pitchforks even a centimeter? No.
There we go.
Of course
Metric.
not.
Why was your glove found up near the volcanic caves?
My glove?
I'm certain it was yours.
Aha! My glove! I lost it. Aha! When I was trying to carry a bit of wood down from the hills, I was rather focused. I can get a bit addle-brained. I found the most interesting carving, you see, in part of an old tree near the caves. It may even be from the 14th century, or even earlier.
Where's the carving you brought back?
Oh, it needs to be treated before it can be exposed to the air again. If you'd like, I can show you later on.
I'll let you go.
Bye now.
Yeah, full of lies. Okay. Let's go to the cabin. Oh, phone. I thought it was going to be at the cabin.
Nancy, hi.
It's good to hear your voice.
I have to apologize for earlier. It's good to hear your voice too. Sorry I panicked.
You panicked? Over what?
Look, Nancy, the thing I got you for our anniversary, it's not a thing. It's kind of a sort of an intangible concept, really. When a guy like me begins ruminating, let me tell you, it can get pretty crazy up in the old noggin. Looking back on all the times we spent together, all those times you almost got seriously hurt. Like that one time you almost burned to death.
I feel like
or
that was
that
a few
time when you
times.
almost got killed by that giant falling blade.
Yeah, it's happened at least
or
once.
on that raft in New Zealand. Or that one thing with that mansion on fire.
Yeah.
Jeez, what happened then? I forget. Or, well...
I get the idea.
Yeah, you get the idea.
I get lucky a lot, and I kind of fall into things.
But it's so much more than that. You have that help people gene. There's this fire within you. I firmly believe that you're going to save the world someday. At times, I worry like crazy. Even if I'm out with my friends or at a game or in the middle of a class, I've got one hand on my phone, terrified I might get that call one day. A call that this time you didn't get lucky, and that used to terrify me. But now, I'm not afraid. What I'm trying to say is, I can't imagine life or the world without you. And even though I might get that call someday, I'm not going to let fear hold me back. I love you, Nancy. I love you so much.
Wow.
So just to break up their conversation. Yeah, so the way he talks about her and worrying about getting that call and that she's going to save the world one day, again, feels sort of like they're tying off the series a little bit. Like it is a way of saying goodbye, and maybe it was their way of saying goodbye to Lonnie, given that this was her last game voicing Nancy. Also, I do kind of hate these conversations. I feel like they detract from the mystery, but I do like the way he put that. And again, because it kind of helps with a story and our message and sort of closing of this classic series, whether or not that was her intention.
I love you too, Ned. I might not always be the greatest at showing it, but my cases are full of people I can't trust. People I need to expect the worst from. But with you, I always know you're there for me, no matter what. And I really think...
And Bert?
Say it yet? Dude, go away. We're having couple time. Anyways, Nancy, I wanted to say this in person. I still do. So, come home quickly, okay?
You got it. I think I'm close to the end of the case now.
Bye, Nancy. I love you.
Ah, love you too. Bye now.
All right, moving on. I'm just so not into those conversations between these two. Ugh. Okay. Let's add some more of this around here. And some of this over here. And somewhere over here, right? And somewhere kind of over here. What can I do next? You. Some of that, which means I can now put this piece of the flower here. This is going to go somewhere over here. That needs to go around here somewhere. Oh, there we go. Ah, come on. Ho hum. Go over there. Let's finish up the body of the star. I can kind of do some of this.
Looks like I'm still missing some pieces.
Not many, though. Okay. What do I still need to do? I need Gunnar to leave.
I could use a little space, Nancy.
Yeah, I do like that where if there's nothing for us to say, they kind of shut us down. Yeah, great addition. And then, you know, the game's kind of changed. We didn't get to see more of this. Ah, there we go.
Get out of my pub!
Elizabeth!
Enough already! Just leave me be! I never asked for you to intervene! Just stay where I can't see you.
Ouch. Poor Gunnar. So now that he's gone, take his little
Got it.
coaster.
There's a hole in the center.
And these letters to Elizabeth. Financial trouble with Soren. Yeah. Talking about Magnus. She kind of stands up for Soren, but yeah, there we go. So I've got that. And now, we'll go back to the Herrlichkeit. Oh, let's actually talk.
Hey, Nancy.
What did Gunnar do this time?
He runs his mouth, and I can no longer bear it. He should have been out of my place years ago, but I let him stay. I care for those who don't care for me. I am a fool.
I think Gunnar does care a lot. He just has a unconventional way of showing it.
Do you know what he said? He said Magnus would never return. Because he doesn't want to see me. Because I'm too settled.
I don't think that's true at all. I might not know Magnus, but I know you.
Untrue words still hurt.
Yeah.
What if Magnus is hiding from me? What if he doesn't want to be found? Please, leave me alone. I need time to think.
Okay. I need to go down here. Alright, so I have all my other pieces. No, I don't. I don't. Rats. No, because I need something from Gunnar. I don't remember if it's a piece or drawings. Oh, she heard me.
I have nothing for you.
Fine.
I could use a little space, Nancy.
Okay. Gunnar's still not here. So if I talk to Elizabeth again, and if not, I'll talk with Alex.
I have nothing for you.
Alright, I guess I'll talk with Alex. Instead of calling her on my cell, I'm just going to use the radio because that's extra cool.
How's it going?
And have another conversation. Forgot about this one. I thought I would just ask her about a ship fact.
Can you tell me about Elizabeth?
Ah, the infamous Seta.
Seta?
It means cutie.
Oh, a pet name.
I know, total barf, right? The hours I spent listening to that guy alternatively complain about her and pine for her. I could write novels. Talk about star-crossed lovers.
They've broken up now.
Yeah, that's the last thing he told me before he went missing. You know, the longer I talk, the more suspicious that sounds.
Yeah. Okay, let's hear another ship fact. That is why I was going to talk to you in the first place.
Can I hear another ship fact?
How about this? Before 1865, captains sometimes had difficulty finding people interested in joining their crew. So they just started kidnapping them. They pay a big guy to go around a popular harbor, knock young men unconscious, and not wake them up until they were far out to sea. This was called press ganging. One particularly evil press ganger even threw himself a fake birthday party specifically to attract kidnapping victims.
Oh my word.
Of course, justice was served when he himself was press ganged a few years later.
It makes me think of Shanghai, which we learn about in Danger on Deception Island. So I'm not sure if the difference has to do with the use of secret passageways or if it's something else that makes it different. I'm not sure.
Goodbye.
Talk to you later.
Okay, now let's see if Gunnar is where I need him to be. Yes, there he is.
Hello?
What happened with Elizabeth?
She locked me out of the pub, this time for good.
It seems like she was pretty upset by whatever you said to her.
That's not your business. Everyone tries to turn against me in the end. Gunnar always had Gunnar's back.
I realized I'm now going to have to change the tides twice at some point here. Oh well, it's fine.
Maybe you should take some time to cool off.
No need for that woman. No need for anyone anymore. That blasted woman won't let me get into the skip again. There's a box of mine, a personal box. I did not get a chance to grab it before Elizabeth threw me out. It is special. If you help, I'll give you the only clue I have to this sorry business.
I need that clue. Also, I like that we get to see him a bit more close up, and he just looks really well created, designed, animated, all that stuff.
I'll help you, but it does seem suspicious.
I'm being honest as the day is short. Nancy, please.
Talk to you later.
Nah,
Bless.
there's that talk to you later from a different game. That's just not integrated very smoothly here. It sounds different.
Oh, it's unlocked already. She looks like me.
She kind of looks like me, too. Till Hermingu med Afmilith, something like that.
A birthday card for Gunnar?
So I'm not going to read this. But yeah, birthday card. Oops. Police closed drowning case of 2 women near Skibrot. Reykjavik police have closed investigations into the tragic drowning deaths of 2 women near Skibrot, authorities reported earlier today. This music is too upbeat for this news article. The 2 women, Esja Snorresdottir and her daughter Ida Gunnarsdottir, are reported to have fallen into the icy waters off the coast of Skibrot during a family outing aboard a small dinghy. They are survived by their respective husband and father, Gunnar Tónason, who was piloting the dinghy at the time. So it was supposed to be a birthday outing, and yeah, it's just a sad story. We get a lot of these really sad, tragic stories in the games. I mean, I like our treasure hunt theme repeating, but I don't like the repeated sad deaths in families.
I
that was a
think
yawn.
this belongs to you.
Oh, thank you, Fisker. The box. Did you open it?
Yeah.
Yes.
I see. I am ashamed of the way I acted towards Elizabeth. I have been angry and blind for too long. My daughter wouldn't stand for me like this. No more of that childishness now. Every day I wake up and for one moment I think they're still alive. I reach over to my wife's side of the bed to hold her. Then it all comes back and I remember. They're gone. They're both gone, and I am alone.
Yeah, it's just tragic.
Oh, I had no idea. Are you going to be okay?
Sometimes I think yes, other times I can feel myself in such darkness. I can see now there are still things left to live for.
Mm-hmm.
Strong ships, good festivals, new neighbors.
Mm-hmm.
I will apologize to Elizabeth. Come see me at the Misty Skip after the tides change. I'll give you everything I have.
All right, well, let's change the tide. Oh, I've changed it to high? Oh. I think that's what I needed to be. Oh, I thought I had to change it twice. Oh, I don't know. It's all good. I confused myself, but we're fine.
Welcome back.
This is for you. Couldn't wrap my old head around it, but maybe you can make a head out of a tail.
Yes.
Make good use of it, Fisker. And don't go wasting it or dropping it with your tiny little lady hands.
Feels like an insult. Alright, good. Need these. Let us go back to the cabin. We're kind of nearing the home stretch. We're not quite in it yet. Oh, not you. Alright. Ah, come on.
I've seen this design before. It's from the lighthouse. There must be something there.
Alright. Oh, right, and that's too.
It's Elizabeth. And what's under that tarp? Oh, this is bad.
We're presuming it's bad. Beautiful northern lights, by the way. Haven't pointed those out. Okay, let's go. And you know what? Let's confront Elizabeth while we can.
I think it's time to find out what Elizabeth's hiding in that deck closet.
Mm-hmm.
I have nothing for you.
Okay, fine. We'll just go here.
Nancy, stop! Don't go in there!
Sorry, Elizabeth, but it's time to come clean. I know you're hiding someone in there.
No!
No.
You can't!
Not the someone Nancy had in mind. To me.
So much for finding Magnus, I guess.
You thought I was hiding Magnus.
You have to admit, it was really suspicious. Sorry I pinned you wrong, though.
I guess it was a little strange.
So, I have to ask the obvious. Why are you keeping a dog in a closet?
That is a fair
Toomey
question.
wouldn't do well in a shelter.
He seems to really like you.
This scrappy little mutt. I want to hate him so much. But I just can't.
When did you manage to get to me?
Just before Magnus left to take the ship into harbor. That's why I wasn't at the festival.
Hang on. So you knew Magnus was going to go missing?
No, but I knew he'd notice if Toomey did. And then maybe he'd have to come looking for me for once.
Elizabeth, pet napping may not be a healthy way to handle this.
I agree. It started off as that, but now that he's missing, I feel like it's smarter to keep Toomey here. If someone did abduct Magnus, how long would Toomey spend in a cage at the borders? Listen, Nancy, just a little while ago, I realized something. When you told me my family song sounded like a love song, that's because it is a love song. It's a love song for my family's heritage. The treasure.
So, the purpose of the song was to make sure only Captain Lawrence's descendant could find that treasure.
Here, have this. I've never shown these to anyone. Maybe they've been the key all along. I trust you to find out the truth, Nancy. Bring Magnus home.
Yeah, I really probably should have listened or watched that little history thing in the Misty Skip that explains the Lawrence family and how it ties to Elizabeth, but I just didn't feel like it. That just takes time and Kroner, and I didn't want to deal with either. Okay. Lighthouse, hello. hear footsteps.
Hello? Dagny?
Hey, Drew.
So much for being missing. I've been looking for you.
Fun fact, it's really easy to fake a footprint these days. What do you say we talk this over down in the port? Next to the heater? You look like you could use a coffee break. Take a load off. It's freezing up here, and I have a feeling this is gonna be a long one.
I want to believe the best here, but...
You should stop doing that. People like me don't deserve that. Anyways, you, me, town.
Which means I have to
So,
take the
you
boat out there
faked that
again
you'd
later.
gone missing, huh?
Yeah, don't look at me with those kicked puppy eyes. I needed some time to crack the case without anyone catching on to me.
You must have a compelling lead on the treasure. Otherwise, knowing you, you'd never have left the heater.
Detectives. Okay, fine. The ship itself is a map to the treasure.
I suspected that.
The problem is the original ship was torn apart.
Mm-hmm.
Many of the pieces of the original have been built into the town. I've been putting them together, but something's still missing. I need some sort of key, something to help me decode the map.
So, let me guess. You know where to find that key.
Not even. But you know what? I think you do.
Maybe I do.
Playing it cool, huh? Just a casual reminder that I get a finder's fee for nabbing this treasure, Drew. I might be willing to part with a piece of it for the right gal. I like you. I think we could be business partners if this thing rolls out right.
I don't want to believe you'd do something to Magnus, but you're not giving me a lot of options here.
Look, I'm being honest. Take this as collateral. It clearly fits somewhere, just not sure where. I might be greedy, but I'm not a greedy kidnapper. I want Magnus back safe. Or at least, safe-ish. Maybe that'll help you. If you decide to stop hating money, I'll be waiting. Toodles.
Okay. Let's go to the boats again. I forgot to do something up here. Once the closet was opened.
Cute. My doggy at home has one of these. Pretty clever hiding place.
Okay, needed that.
Oh, hello.
So, if you're not the one responsible for all this, why were you pushing that sled?
Toomey's toys. I didn't want to leave him alone in the closet without his things. The fact that I can't even kidnap a dog successfully should tell you something about my ability to make a person disappear.
Bye-bye.
Bless.
Okay, I know there's more I can do on the ship, but I want to go to the lighthouse and do this first. And I need to remember to read the paper I just grabbed, but I'll do that afterward. Okay, so here's our
This design
star
matches the one from
flowers.
those drawings.
Oh,
I'll need to
right,
have
this
one
one.
of each number within each outlined triangle, and one of each number along the horizontal and diagonal rows too.
Alright, and that's per these notes. Lines continue across the gap. Interesting. So, okay, so if I just start with this triangle, I need a 1. There's a 1 in that row, so it can go here or here, because there's no 1 there. No 1 there, no 1 here, no 1 there. Okay, so 1 down here. I also need a 2, but 2's, because there's a 2 here. Can't go neither of those two. How about here? Could go there. Yeah. Yeah, so those could be 2's. So 1's 2. How about 3? Any 3's blocking it? Okay, 3 could be any of these. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 9. Okay. Oh, can't be a 9. So that's a 9. Which means this one's the 1. And that can't be a 2. So there's our 2, which means that's a 3. So there's the first one complete. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. How about a 5? So we can't have a 5 there because it's in this one plus that way. How about here? No, that one can't be a 5. None of these can be a 5, and that can't be a 5, that can't be a 5, so that's a 5. Okay. about 6s? All right, because I was looking at this row. I can also look at it in terms of the triangle. Looks like I could have a 6 in either of these. Yeah. Oh, what about here? That one can't be a 6. So how about a 7? Could be a 7. Could be a 7. Could be a 7, okay. How about 8? That could be an 8. This one cannot. That one can. Okay. Too many options for that. How about these? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How about 7? So I've got a row here. So can't be those, but that can be a 7. 8. That works. Yeah, either of those could be an 8. How about 9? Okay, there's a 9 here. So this one has to be a 9, which means this one is an 8. There we go. Should I look at 9s for these? I was like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I need 6, 7, and 8. Can't be an 8. These two can. That's fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, that's not a whole one. Now, how about I look at this triangle? So I need 2. So I've got a row with a 2 in it, so it can't be there. Can't be here, so that's a 2. We've only got 1, 2 left. So it's going to fit in this triangle because that one's got 1, that one's got 1. Can't be there. Can't be in there. Leaves these 2, but there's that, so there's our 2. How about a 3? Not here, so how about these 2? There's a 3 that way, so this is a 3. I need a 3 in here and a 3 in here. So can I figure this one out yet? So no 3 there, no 3 there. So one of these 2 is a 3. Not that one, so it's got to be that one. Which leaves 1, 3 left. Can't be in there. Can't be in there, so it's got to be there. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Don't know which one's a 6. How about a 7? Can't narrow that down yet. How about an 8? That one can't be an 8. That one can. So can this. Okay, we'll come back to it. So how about we go here? 1s. Can't be in there, so how about these 2? Either of those could be a 1. That's not helpful. 2, 3. How about 4? Can't be either of those. How about here? Can't be that one. Can't be that one, so it's got to be this one. So 4. Can I figure out the other 4s while I've got this out? That can't be. That can't be. This can't be. So no, no, no. These 2. No, that's a 4. So got 1 4 left. Here, it's got to be there. 5, 6, 7. No, no, this is a 7 right there. Okay, it's nice and easy. Can't have a 7 there, it's got to be there. So our last 7 is going to go where? Can't be there, can't be there. So which of these 2 can't be there? So it has to be that one. About 8. Either of those could be an 8. How about 9? No. No, that one's a 9 right there. Okay. Got 1 9 left. Has to be there. Go back to our 1s. 1, 1, 1. These 3 all need 1s, don't they? Okay, how about you? 1 has to be there. 1 has to be there. which means 1 has to be there. Let's go to 5. Where? Oh, that one there. And that one there. 6 is there next, which is all we're missing here. Oh, I forgot I need a 6 down here, right? 6 is in there, so it has to be there. Which means right there. So then 8's. There we go. Okay, I should look at our notes. Okay, the clues Lawrence left behind have confirmed that the treasure is not on the ship. He evidently suspected that the town would eventually turn against him and decided to hide the treasure elsewhere, at Reykjavík. I have been able to recreate the first steps, and clearly the caves have run deeper than we realized. There must be more pages from Lawrence's journal that will reveal the final steps to take. Enter the caves, turn right at the red pumice stones. Walk forward to the high ledge with red stones, climbing up and over, then down past the yellow pumice stones. Continue forward until the tunnel splits levels. Go up, turn right at the cluster of 5 stalagmites, and continue forward to a large cavern. And then head into the right tunnel, continue forward 2 steps, then turn left and take 1 step forward. Buried into the cave wall, to your left will be a chest containing a paltry sum. Should you be followed or forced by the town's treachery, simply reveal the decoy chest. The true treasure lies beyond that. Retrace your steps to the decoy treasure's location. You'll find another passage leading up from there. Follow it. Now recall the words I've sung to you so many times before. Press the images in the order they appear from start to end with those words as your guiding light. So that will be important. There will be more pages in a little while. First, let's go back to here and deal with the lion's head thing. Just never remember where that is. Wrong side of the boat.
I bet I can use Dagny's token to rotate these. Let's get them all facing right side up.
Alright, and I just keep trying this. Oh, I just noticed that the eye is highlighted. Come on, I need that one. There we go. Oh, rat. Okay, can it just go this way? Yes. Beautiful. There's my last gear piece. Oh, not another phone call. I'm busy.
So, funny story for you. I was looking
Oh,
over
yeah.
my luggage recently and noticed something was missing from my bag. And then I started to think, gee, who would get their sticky little thief fingers all over my stuff?
Oh, that's interesting.
I knew it couldn't have possibly been you, Nancy Drew.
Nope,
Anyway,
definitely not.
bye now.
So I need to do this stuff here, and then I have to go up to Magnus's cabin again. There's still some stuff to do there. Oh, I need to do that first, I think.
Oh, this looks ancient. It must be from the original captain.
Yeah, I'll come back to this. I need the little fishy, which I think I get from the music box. Yeah, forgot about that. Okay. So, music box time. I love
This belongs to Elizabeth's family, and her song is a missing piece. I wonder if I can arrange these teeth to play that song.
All right. Okay, so now I've got the first 2 notes, so need to change them. So, it's been so long since I've played music, I have to think about that. So I need a G. This thing is 8. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. What? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 little lines. What's like this? Is it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So hits our first note, and then the next one was a C, which should be 8, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right. Let's try this. Okay, so then these are the next 3 to change. So I need an E next. So they capitalize the E. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then after the E, we need an F and then a G. So 5 and then 4. Basically. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then 4. So that one's not correct. So then we need B, which I think is 2, right? Yeah, just 2. Oh, shoot, I don't know which one. Hang on, this is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's the C. So the C was correct. Okay, then I need this to be a 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I do believe I need to swap these. And then probably swap these last 2. Oh, that's right. There we go. There's my little fishy. And more notes from the Herlikiad and from Lawrence's journal. Back to Skabrot. And go back to the ship and do those puzzles.
That's the ship alarm. Oh no.
So I don't know why the alarm goes off. Like, it seems like everything's fine. I'm just going to ignore it and go down here.
I need to get this sliding shape over to that treasure marking.
Alright, again, I can use my arrow keys. I feel like this one also has a few possible solutions. Alright, let's go this way. Sure. I can't go there. Am I? Oh, there we go. I don't know which way to go. Let's turn red and go this way. Become a fishy. Turn into a blue fishy. Again, I don't actually know which way I want to go. I'll read that. That's kind of silly. Yeah, I think I've done this kind of the wrong way. Yeah. go that way. Go this way. Go this way instead. As long as I'm green. There we go.
It popped open.
So more papers. And now we do this
I
side.
bet I need to get one of every symbol on each row and column.
Okay, so the sort of weird thing about this is you can put this over this, but you can still see the other shape underneath. So this really had me confused about what are the rules? What am I allowed to see? But no, you don't want to see the shapes underneath. So these are the best ones to start with because they're obvious. Those are the only options. These are either going to be these guys or these ones because these can cover them. So you kind of just have to narrow it down. I am choosing to just kind of use a spoiler. I took a picture of this because I knew this was going to be tricky, and it's more that it's time consuming. It's a good puzzle just for the sake of recording. I don't want to have to take the time to work it out. So yeah. Again, this is going to cover that square fully, so that works. I'm missing this row. It goes there. Okay. And then this one is going to go there. That's going to go there. That will be there and there. And there and there. Okay, and these squares next. You and you. You and you and you and you. Now these ones are obviously going to go there because the plain one would show them. That's going to go here. We need one there. This row needs one, and then this row, which means just the circles are last.
Easy peasy.
Yes, once you have the answer.
The journal looks complete now.
All right. And now we are basically at the end. Woohoo! Okay, home stretch. So, let's go to, not the boat, to the snowmobile. I suppose I could talk to Dagny. Well, she's not here. No, I don't need to talk to anybody. Why would I bother? Nope, that's to Magnus's cabin. Wrong direction. Of course, at the very end, I make that mistake. Go this way. Pretty sure I'm at the end. There's nothing else I need to do. So per those instructions, we go up here and up here, and then turn at the stalagmites. And then this is the part where I get a bit confused. I think here. Yes. And there's Magnus. We found him.
Did you just come to the wall?
Magnus?
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
I'm Nancy. I'm here to get you out. Are you hurt anywhere?
No, but he's coming back.
Who is?
Soren.
I knew it. His polite demeanor was all an act, wasn't it?
It's true. He kept me here alone at first. Tried to get me to talk. Thought I was hiding information. But when he found out I truly didn't know the treasure's final location, he grew angry. Very angry. I don't know what he's gone and done now, or when he's coming back. I'm so sorry. This is all my fault.
Oh, you've been in a cave for the last few days. I don't think you had any part in this.
I did, though. Long before the festival. Nearly all my life, I treated Soren poorly. Just because I was told to. We all did. That would make anyone furious. Now it's come to this. And it's driven him mad.
No, it's important that he comes to that realization because our behaviors do impact other people. It impacts our self-esteem, our self-respect, our ability to communicate with others. There's so many impacts of being treated poorly. Oh, it's an important conversation to have. And also, before I forget, I also love his coat. It just looks realistic. It's got all the layers. It's Good little toque, but man, sport ears are probably freezing.
That still doesn't excuse everything else he's done. You could have been hurt.
I want to think that, but I don't know what it's like to be treated so poorly for so long. Do you?
Yeah,
No, I
point.
guess I don't.
Maybe this is a wake-up call for all of us.
Good
Come
PSA.
on, Magnus. I promised Elizabeth I'd bring you back in one piece, and I don't like to disappoint.
Elizabeth? Is she alright? I need to talk to her. I made a terrible mistake.
She's A-okay. Let's get out of here. I know just the girl to find us some backup.
Call Alex.
Alex, are you there?
Am I ever not? What's the sitch?
Not great. I'm somewhere inside the volcanic caves near Skiprot. I have Magnus with me, and I think we're kind of in
Swaying
dire
arms.
straits here. Soren's the one responsible for all this.
Nancy, you're breaking up. Did you say Soren? Nancy? Nancy, I'm gonna dispatch someone. Hang in there.
No signal. I guess we'll have to find a way out on our own.
But we're not
What was
on our
that?
own.
Soren! Leave her out of this!
Hello, Nancy?
Nancy, stay right there. I'm going to go get help.
Soren, I can't believe you do all this. That bruise on your face, selling the shipwrights. You lied to me. You were using us all to find the treasure for you. But you're still missing something, aren't you?
Oh, Nancy, you're a very smart girl. You know exactly why we're here. You're gonna find that treasure for me right now. Just you, me, and Gudrun here.
No, it's not pronounced with a D. It's Guthrun with a TH. Also, why is he not wearing layers? Where is it? It's not.
The ice is more fragile than I
Get away.
thought. I'll need to find another way out.
Over here. Yeah, he's not wearing the appropriate clothing.
Look, there's your treasure.
The crest of the Dutch East India Company. And the detail, it's exquisite. After all these years, I found it.
No, I did.
It was
And he's not even wearing
All
gloves.
worth it. Well, I think it's high time I vanished.
And no
Bye,
tube to
Nancy.
cover his ears.
I won't be back, but I'm sure you'll make it out of here eventually. That is, if you don't starve or freeze first. Give those xenophobic idiots my regards.
Wait, Soren!
Not the proper footwear either. Yeah, I really feel like they should have given Soren a coat and a different pair of gloves, or even just one glove and a toque.
Wow, this has to be the real treasure. It's not a myth after all.
Okay, I have a hard time with this.
These images are from Lawrence's final letter. I just need to press them correctly.
Like, I get some of them, but not all of them. I do not get it. A foreign shore behind me, and 100 more to go, on stormy seas and starless nights caught on a cold wind's blow. So many years have put my battered bow up to the test, a long forgotten promise, coming home at last to rest. So foreign shore behind me, I think, is what this is, or is this about a wave? I know that's correct because I've taken pictures of every step of this because I couldn't get it. Okay, so I know that one's next. Following this is this one. So the wind, I guess? On stormy seas and starless nights caught on cold winds blow. Okay, that makes sense. I think that this part I'd figured out properly on my own. And then battered bow up to the test, right? So many years I put my battered bow up to the test. Okay. And then this one. A long forgotten promise, coming home at last to rest. So I guess that's home. So from here I get confused. Next is a heart. So do we skip the chorus? For even in this darkness something calls for me to find, and cities may all turn to ash and stone must fall to time. My love still lies there buried under silent ice and sleep, a grave left unattended by the word I couldn't keep. Yeah, because of the grave part I always want to click the RIP. But no. I stole you from another, but you know I'd leave someday. I felt the tide pull on my bones, told you I couldn't stay. No. I stole you from another? Is that where the heart is? Like, I don't know. But a heart is next. And then it's this. Ice? Okay, maybe that's from here. I don't know. For even in this darkness. Yeah, because then I thought it should have been darkness, which I thought was up here. No, I do not get this part. Now, R.I.P. And then the bones. And then we go north. So, I've been to Salem's Bluest Coast and back to Amsterdam. No, where's the north? Oh, and now I rest far in the north, a broken heart to lie. So we go north, and then we go broken heart, and then tattered sail, and then whatever this is. What should that be? Tattered sail. Where is it? Beneath a blackened sky. I guess that's blackened sky.
I must have been the first to get this far. This is incredible.
Nancy, are you back there?
Magnus, I'm here. I found the real deal. But I think I'm stuck now. I'm not sure how to get over to the exit.
Hello.
Well, that works too.
So, the treasure Soren found was a fake?
Yes, Captain Lawrence hid the real chest so that only his true descendants knew where to find it.
Well, it's yours now.
I don't think so. This treasure belongs to the town, not me.
Oh, phone call.
Nancy, thank goodness. We have Soren in custody. My guys caught him right as he was leaving the caves.
That was close. What should we do with him?
This is a tough one. I don't know. I feel like I need something in between these. I don't know if he can be reasoned with.
Soren tried to kill us both. He's a danger to the town's safety.
You got it, lady. See you soon.
I think I'm calling this case closed.
Yep.
Dear Hannah,
There we
the secret
go.
of Skipbrot's famous treasure is finally put to rest, and the case is closed. Soren was arrested the minute Magnus and I left the ice caves. As it turns out, he was the one following Magnus all along, looking for his chance to take the treasure for himself. He followed Magnus onto the ship just before it sailed into harbor, knocked him unconscious, and took him to the ice caves using his dinghy. When he realized Magnus didn't know the final location, he came after me. Luckily, I beat him to the finish line. The treasure is in good hands with Elizabeth. Her family legacy has finally come full circle. Magnus apologized to Elizabeth for having been so distant leading up to the festival. The two of them are doing well, and Magnus finally got that ship he's always dreamed of. He and Elizabeth packed their things and left to travel the world. And of course, Toomey went too. I just got a call from Elizabeth. I think they're somewhere near Thailand as we speak. Elizabeth left the Misty Skip pub in Gunner's hands while she's gone. Gunner seems to be happier than ever. He's back on his feet, and he even took me out on a fishing trip. He's still pretty cranky when it comes to tourists,
Naturally.
but I think he'll get the hang of things. Dagny and Magnus donated their exploration rights to the Hirlikide back to Skipbrot. The ship is now fully public property and is open to tourists at all times of the year. Dagny stayed in Skipbrot for a little while, but she split soon after she got her share of the treasure. At first she seemed content to stay, but after a couple of days with no action, it seemed like she was itching to get out on the road. She didn't say much about where she was going, but I later found a note in my room at the pub. Catch you later, friend. I really dropped the ball on my anniversary with Ned this year.
Yep.
As an apology, I planned a makeup trip to the River Heights Zoo, his favorite city spot. I'm hoping next year will be better. Time heals all wounds, as they say. As for me, I think my time in the land of fire and ice is coming to a close. I'll miss the sky full of stars, but I've been in darkness a long time now. I can't wait to see the sun again. Love, Nancy.
Okay, what was the name of the Hirokai's original captain? Lawrence was the last name. Wasn't it John Lawrence? Yes. Okay, I get trivia tamer even when I guess it wrong. So I don't know if this is a bug or what the deal is, but this is always rewarded to me. And the last 2 times I played this, I didn't get the answer right. And yet, yeah, that's a bug. Receptionist, lots of time on your hands, eh? I don't know. Spoiler free. Nice job on the game. FAQs usage. Relationship guru, put a little love in your heart. Linguist, tu er frabe. So I guess something like you are fabulous or you were great. I don't know. Spelunker, intentional or just bad at mazes. I didn't think it was that bad. Anyways. trailer time.
Nancy, it's me, Deirdre. I know you're not exactly president of my fan club, but listen, I need your help. Someone really important to me is in danger. Things are going from bad to worse. People are even saying she's some kind of witch. Nancy, if you don't help me, I don't think she's gonna make it out of this alive.
Super intense. I don't like it.
Join me on my next adventure.
Nancy's new voice. All right, let's watch the credits and listen to music.
A foreign shore behind me and 100 more to go. On stormy seas and starless nights, caught on a cold wind's blow. So many years have put my battered bow up to the test. A long forgotten promise coming home at last to rest. For even in this darkness, something calls for me to find. And cities may all turn to ash, and stone walls fall to time. My love still lies there buried under silent ice and sleep. A grave left unattended by the word I couldn't keep.
Beautiful song.
I stole you from another, but you knew I'd leave someday. I felt the tide pull on my bones, told you I couldn't stay. I made a bet that I'd return, and someday soon I will. And though I'm many years too late, I hope you've waited still.
Love the build.
For even in this darkness, something calls for me to find. And cities may all turn to ash, and stone walls fall to time. My love still lies there buried under silent ice and sleep. A grave left unattended by the word I couldn't keep. I've been to Ceylon's bluest coasts and back to Amsterdam, and conquered mighty swells with just the line beneath my hands. And now I
love that.
rest
It's
far
just
in
so
the
beautiful.
north, a broken heart to lie forever under tattered sails and neath a blackened sky. Yet even in this darkness, something calls for me to find. And cities may all turn to ash, and stone walls fall to time. My love still lies there buried under silent ice and sleep. A grave left unattended by the word I couldn't keep. For even in this darkness, something calls for me to find. And cities may all turn to ash, and stone walls fall to time. My love still lies there buried under silent ice and sleep. A grave left unattended by the word I couldn't keep.
Ooh, that song always just really impresses me. Like all this effort that Her Interactive went into with their team and writing the song, giving it lyrics, and then having one of their team, one of the voice actors actually sing it. I just think it was beautiful. Yeah, it's just extra special because of that. So yeah, so there's the end of the game. I do really like this. As far as the newer games go, this is a knockout. Her Interactive just did such a great job. It felt like one of the old games. This is mostly because we get all those dialogue options that we have been severely missing from the last who knows how many games. So it just felt like an older game. And we have quite a mixture of puzzles, but they're pretty good, even though some of them don't make sense, like the heater and the lighthouse light. I mean, logically speaking, that's not how you would fix things, but I mean, you can figure out the puzzles. They're not all that difficult, which is kind of a nice change of pace. So, yeah, just really quite a good game, especially like it's especially nice to say that when I haven't enjoyed the last few. So, yeah, I don't have a lot of critique as far as this game is concerned. There's so many great things about it. It's a little too bad that again we have a tragic story because we have so many of those in this series. But I could say the same thing about treasure hunts, and I'm really glad we had a treasure hunt here again. I feel like we could have learned a little bit more about Iceland and pronunciation, which is difficult. Um, Trying to explain when you make certain sounds for certain words, the letter combinations, um, and all that, and where you put your stresses. But I still feel like a little bit more could have been put in there. That would have been neat. And then having Soren with a very strong American accent and not pronouncing Guthrun properly, that really bugs me. So, and then him not having a coat or gloves or even a single glove or toque in that final scene when he's in the ice caves. I mean, come on. That would have been smart. Give him that extra stuff for that final scene. I don't think it would have been too big a deal and it would have made it a little more believable. So, yeah, that's really it as far as criticism goes. Um, yeah, great game otherwise. Characters stand out, they're great, and I really appreciate the animation of this game. Also, a knockout. It stands out, not just in terms of comparing it with Midnight in Salem to follow, but even just to the previous games. There's something about this game, and it might be with the falling snow, which I should have pointed out, and I just realized I didn't. But that just looked really good, and again, the way the characters are depicted and just their faces look really great. Yeah, this was a really good game and quite a way to again close out the classic series. Again, I don't think that was her intention, but that's kind of what happened, and it works really well. So, yeah, there's Sea of Darkness. Really a great game and really needed at this point in the series. And it's too bad that, in my opinion, anyways, it's too bad the series didn't continue in this fashion. And there was such a long gap, but the team changed, the engines changed. I don't think it benefited the company in any way, but just my opinion. All right, thank you for watching this playthrough of Sea of Darkness. It's been a wonderful game, and I will be playing Midnight in Salem. I have that game now. I'm not sure when that will be, but I still have my book, the game comparison to do for this one as well. So thanks again, and I'll catch you guys next time. Bye bye.